Seen it all, you can't all benefit you. Femme fatale, I can't fall in love with you. Seen it all, you can't all benefit you. Femme fatale, I can't fall in love with you. Yeah, whiskey in my hand, Henny in a cupboard. If you want it, I'm just saying. You can have whatever, just don't ask me about a plan. Let's avoid the topic, benefit from being friends. We can be together, but that body like a Benz. That black on the rims. They know that you're poison, baby, let's not play pretend, yeah. This ain't gotta end, yeah. You so dangerous, hella sus, I can tell, yeah. You a bad, real bad broad, but seen it all, you can't all benefit you. Femme fatale, I can't fall in love with you. Seen it all, you can't all benefit you. Femme fatale, I can't fall in love with you.
Bad follows you like a shadow, yeah. We gon' end up in the gallows, yeah. Give it deep, but you shallow, yeah. If you ride, then you ride, grab a saddle. Bad follows you like a shadow, yeah. We gon' end up in the gallows, yeah. Give it deep, but you shallow, yeah. If you ride, then you ride, grab a saddle.
Strength in all my weakness, you're the healer of my wounds, and joy instead of mourning, teach my heart to follow you. My guide ever before me, speaking light upon my path, forever here around me. Fear won't overwhelm your love, and I know you're the King who has called me by name, from now till forever when you take me home. And Jesus, I will sing your praises, declare them in the valley, shout them on the mountaintop. And Jesus, I will sing your praises forevermore. My fight in every battle, my shield and my defense, and you've won the final victory, and you've placed me in your rest, 'cause I know you're the King who has called me by name, from now till forever. forevermore. Ooh, forevermore. Ooh, forevermore. Ooh. And now I know you've called me here. In you I'm standing tall. Now I know there's no dark to fear. I'll praise forevermore. And now I know you've called me here. In you I'm standing tall. And now I know there's no dark to fear. And I'll praise forevermore. And Jesus, I will sing.
This is my world.
Let's make it count.
I must practice tolerance. Next, GSL Season 2 Renaissance.
늦었어요. 왼쪽. 왼쪽 감독이 늦어요. 오른쪽 쏘면 인코수 자체가 50 가까이 차이 날 수 있어요.
들어싸우나요?
째는 게 너무 완벽했기 때문에
생애 최초로 16강에 올라갑니다. 와, 진짜 신입어. 지대.
2019 Mountain Dew GSL Season 2 Codex Renaissance.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the GSL Codex. We're back today with Group C, and our non-Korean hope here, the GSL, is going to be one of our feature players.
Can he make it through?
That's the big question. You know, there's always been a lot of hype around Cyril. Well, I mean, obviously, with how well he's playing right now. We've had a lot of excitement about Scarlet. Special is one of the other players who's consistently been doing very, very well, and I do want to see if he couldn't possibly move on to the Final 8 here.
How dare you not mention Neeb? How
Oh, yeah.
dare you?
Actually, I did mess up there. How dare I not mention Neeb? Neeb as well. Sorry, Neeb.
So here's what our bracket looks like so far up to this point. You can tell that we do need a Terran. There's 2 left in the tournament.
Yes.
One of which is Special. Can he do it? Can he make it through? I think that's a big question that everyone's waiting for.
Something's been going on with Protosses, whether it's in StarCraft 2 or StarCraft 1. In KSL, we have a Final 4 of only Protoss.
Yeah.
And we could have a lot more Protosses move on here in the round of 8.
Yeah, I mean, 2 Protoss definitely could move on today. We already know that Trap's getting out of the group 100%, but who's going with him?
Right. Yeah, it would be a big shocker if Trap did not move on. He's been playing so well, looking so strong. But look, this is a tough group to call. I mean, we got to see who wins and who loses and what the other matchups are going to be like.
That's exactly what we have to see is who wins and who loses.
Let me try to save myself on that one. Actually, I don't have to because we're going to play a video, and then we'll come back and talk.
노력하는 후에 한국의 유아원이 몇 년째입니까? 드디어 GSL 16강에 올라가네. 후안이 올라갔어요. 안녕하세요, 스페셜 선수.
헬로. 사실 좀 생각이 아직까지도 많아요. 오늘 갑작스럽게 통보를 하고 출국을 하는 바람에 저도 굉장히 당황을 많이 해서 골탕을 먹일까도 생각을 했는데 그래도 스페셜 선수가 오랜만에 올라온 16강인 만큼 그래도 스승으로서 뭔가 잘 높이 갈 수 있도록 길을 잘 터줘야 될 것 같습니다.
스페셜 선수 대신해서 오늘 스승으로서 어떤 조지명식 만드실 거예요?
그 스페셜 선수가 출국하기 전에 이게 나의 오늘 조지명식 플랜이다라고 자기의 조지명식 노트를 줬어요. 김도우 선수가 가장 선수 등급이 낮게 분류가 되어 있습니다. 그래가지고 김도우 선수가 뽑아주면 스페셜 선수 입장에서 아마 땡큐라고 할 것 같습니다. 만나고 싶지 않은 선수가 1등부터 15등이 있는데 가장 만나고 싶지 않은 선수가 박영우 선수예요. 15등이에요 지금.
아, 그래요?
그래가지고 아마 박영우 선수가 뽑으면은 아마 해외에 도착해서 저한테 굉장히 화를 낼 것 같아서 좀 두렵습니다. 난이도가 상중하가 있거든요.
예.
상이 가장 어려운 건데 중상이에요.
중상이에요?
네, 중상이고 솔직히 저는 스페셜 선수를 대신해서 나온 것도 맞지만 객관적으로 봤을 때 저는 성호가 스페셜을 뽑으면 8강을 쉽게 갈 수 있을 것 같은데 저는 추천합니다.
우와! 전태양으로서?
전태양으로서 성우를 위한 길이라면 강추입니다.
와!
아니, 이렇게 좋은 정보를 주는 이유가 있나요?
사실 오늘 스승의 날인데 카네이션 하나 받지 못했어요.
와!
스페셜의 스승으로서 좀 뭔가 회의감이 많이 들어가지고
그렇죠.
그리고 또 성우를 제가 워낙 좋아하기도 하고 그래서 오늘만큼은 좀 성우에 대한 편을 들고 싶네요.
그래도 전태양
와,
스승으로서 뭔가 좀 잡아줘야 될 부분이 있는 것 같아서
네.
이번에 좀 많이 혼났으면 좋겠네요.
네, 와 정말 참된 스승이에요.
그렇죠.
회초리를 들었습니다. 지금 후안 선수 입장에서 좀 여기서 마음의 결정이 좀 어느 정도 됐나요?
네네, 그 스페셜 선수가 가장 쉬워하는 선수들이 너무 많이 남아 있어가지고 넘버 원이 김준혁 선수고요. 그리고
김준혁,
넘버 2가 정명훈 선수.
정명훈?
네, 넘버 3는 저도 좀 의문이긴 한데 어윤수 선수요.
어윤수의 넘버 3가요?
이번에 또 매가 아닌 약으로 가는 이유가 있나요?
근데 사실 좀 그 친구가 좀 잘 삐지고 이래가지고 좀 사실 좀 후환이 좀 두려워요. 귀국하고 나왔을 때. 왜냐면 그 친구가 WCS에서 우승할 것 같진 않거든요, 저는. 그러면은 기분 안 좋은 상태로 아마 귀국을 할 텐데. 그런 상태에서 대진표까지 보면 왠지 불똥이 저한테 튈 수도 있을 것 같다는 생각이 좀 두려워서 그래도 어느 정도 스페셜 선수가 좀 기분 좋을 만한 요소들을 하나 넣어놔야 되지 않을까 생각합니다.
제가 후반을 연습을 너무 열심히 도와줬는데 제가 많이 졌어요. 그래서 굳이 우필 안 해도 제가 뽑힐 것 같긴 한데 다시 한번 말씀드려도 전 뽑아도 되게 좋을 것 같아요.
모르겠어요 지금.
모르겠어요?
어디로 가야 될지도 모르겠고 그냥 지금 생각은 될 대로 되라. 뭐 C조도 괜찮긴 한데 자꾸 A조가 자꾸 눈이 가가지고.
A조가요? 네, 김준혁 선수 있는데 안 데려가면 네, 김준혁 선수가 자 이제 그룹 C로 좀 들어가는데 다른 선수들이 부러운 눈초리로 쳐다보고 있어요.
그래서 C조는 모두가 만족할 만한 조 같습니다.
그냥 세 명 다 모두에게 만족스러운 조.
와!
그렇죠. 어떻게 보면 15분의 1에 당첨을 된 건데 이 정도로 대진표를 짜줬으면은 귀국할 때 면세점에서 선물이라도 하나 사와야 되지 않을까 생각합니다.
그렇죠.
너무 만족스럽습니다.
축하드려요.
감사합니다.
네, 후안 옆에 오게 됐는데 자 그럼 여기서 이제 2조는 그룹 C 같은 경우에는 이제 굉장히 좀 행복한 분위기 속에서 경기가 좀 이어질 것 같다는 생각이 좀 듭니다. 김준호와 김대영. 그래도 내부 여기서 회의를 통해 가지고 누가 더 나을지 좀 결정을 좀 지었을 것 같은데요.
회의하고 말고가 필요 없는 게 줄이 뭐 대여비 형을 뽑으라 해도 저는 뽑을 사람이 정해져 있어요.
정해져 있어요?
네, 이거는 어쩔 수가 없네요.
어쩔 수가 없어요?
네, 저는 이미 준혁이가 저를 생각하는 마음을 알기 때문에
그 마음을 알아서.
네, 또 통하니까. 네, 저도 행복하게 서로 윈윈으로. 네.
대회에 임하겠다.
자 들어와서 김준호.
Round of 16.
That was amazing.
I really enjoyed that video.
I love the notes that Special had and then the notes that TY had. If Trap picks him, it's a free win to the round of 8. What? I love it.
This is going to be a really fun group to cast. I think it is pretty tough to figure out who advances and who loses. I really mean that. I think everybody's expecting Trap to move on, but I think we could possibly have some upsets. That would be certainly not the craziest thing we've ever seen.
No. It is not guaranteed for Trap. I think that overall he's the solidest player here. So definitely leaning towards him, especially with a lot of aggression in the group, and he's kind of a little bit of a defensive Protoss player.
Yeah.
A little bit of a mini stats in some ways, but yeah, the group is wide open. I feel like all 4 of these players can make it out.
Yeah, for sure. Very close group.
Yeah. We're just going to have to see who wins and who loses.
And exactly. That was my wise words earlier on here. But, you know, even though what I said sounded really dumb, what I was trying to get at is that each of these matchups could go any way depending.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting as we see this one unfold. Okay, maybe Special does go to the winners match. I mean, that's possible. In which case, that completely changes the dynamic of the group. I think most people would expect Trap to advance, but Special's certainly capable of defeating Trap. I think Special definitely, if you had it on a kind of a scale here, he leans a little bit more towards aggressive, assertive Terran.
Okay.
He likes to push out. He likes to attack in and set up a position and try to do some damage. But I would now put Trap on one of these, put him as one of these back foot Protosses. He's much more defensive. He does occasionally have quirky builds, but that's kind of what you need to do with Protoss, is be able to throw that out from time to time.
Yeah, it's really important. Of course, TY was right. Special did not win WCS, but I don't think he was too disappointed. If you only lose to Cyril in the finals, that's a pretty good result. No one's done better than that over a year.
The tape over the logo, we had to put that on here for legal reasons. So
yeah,
we can't have that conflicting with our sponsor, and so we went with the tape.
Yeah.
Who knows what's under that? I mean,
I have no idea.
No one could see that brand. That's funny. We're going to start this off on Thunderbird.
Thunderbird,
Cobalt, and then Turbo Cruise 84.
Jeez, these two just want to have fun. These two just want to play fun games for the fans. I'm so happy.
I'll take that. By the way, our game is now loading up. This is Game 1, Trap versus Special on the map Thunderbird.
Jin Air Green Wings, Trap. Ocean Gaming, Special.
So I mean, I want Special to get out of the group badly. But as long as we get the third map here, I want to see these guys play all 3 of the weird maps right in a row.
Yeah, I'm really glad that we're getting these maps to start things off. Kind of unexpected. Yeah, you know, Special, he's had a very strong showing. We've known Special since he was a little kid. I know the first time I met him in person, I think it might have been the same time you met him in person the first time.
Yeah.
Was in China, right? We were in Chengdu?
2009 in Chengdu WCG Grand Finals. He was representing Mexico, of course, and we were commentating. Yeah, but I played with him for years before that. Always been a very talented young gamer, very hard-working one.
That's right.
Wonderful to see him doing so well right now.
Mexican.
I like it.
That's a good sign.
That's good, yeah, and he does like his mech. And boy, howdy, is he Mexican.
Is he ever from there? I'll tell you.
Yeah, he certainly is. Couldn't be more from Mexico than someone who was born and lived most of his life there.
That's right. So yeah, we saw him at a very young age, and he's one of these players, although I think a little bit, different from TY, where TY was actually raised on StarCraft. His father really encouraged him to play. His father was a big StarCraft 1 fan. Juanito definitely grew up just grinding on StarCraft, and his parents were supportive of it. Obviously in a different way. His parents weren't, sophisticated pros or anything, but they have been supportive towards him, and it's cool. It's cool to see him out here, and he's continued to improve. And this is really one of the great RTS players in the world.
Yeah, it's totally awesome to see him having a great WCS, a great GSL run at the same time. For someone that works this hard and this long, very well deserved. So just a little bit of a Reaper scouting going on. Looks like we have the Twilight on the way, so probably just a standard Blink opening.
Now we've seen I'm sorry, go ahead, Artosis.
I was just going to say, there's a probe in a kind of funny location. I'm not sure what it's all about.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of blink openings switch from what used to be a very defensive way of approaching the matchup to now being very much so a aggressive, assertive build where you kind of come in there. You're basically forcing the Terran to respect and respond to the tech, and look who it is.
It's Pult. Pult's behind you. Turn around and look. Oh, he's there. I swear to God.
It's really cool to have Pult down here. He came and said hi to us.
They didn't believe me.
Yeah, Pult's right there in the audience. Yeah, he came up and said hi to us for a second there. That was really cool to see.
Oh, he's an awesome dude.
Yeah.
It's so great to have him back in StarCraft. I hope he makes a big splash. I hope he makes it to GSL.
Me too. I would love it. That would be an honor to cast his games once more. To what I was saying earlier, now with these blink plays, you're forcing the Terran to actually respect the Protoss. Terran were trying to do everything at once. We were seeing drop play and getting a third command center and teching up. And now with this blink approach, it eliminates a lot of those options, or the Terran just gets killed. Now, one of the problems with this is that you're not usually defending against drops, but generally speaking, the blink attack can do more damage than a drop if the other player is attentive to what's happening with that drop.
Oh yeah, if you move your probes, you know, the biggest amount of damage that can occur early game is Hellions running in, right?
Right.
So that's the first thing, and then after that, it's like, well, even if a Widow Mine drop occurs,
a Widow Mine
be
drop
two Widow Mines, and it's like you're gonna be able to minimize that damage.
It's definitely at second for most damage, but it's a very far away second compared to what the Hellions can do,
You know,
and how
Hellions
quickly they can do it.
Always double digit if they get in. It's crazy. So right now, nothing wild happening, to be honest.
No.
The third command center is super quick here for special, which is really, really nice because Trap is not getting aggressive with this Blink Stalker opening.
Yeah,
it's a very defensive Blink Stalker opening into a third base and a couple forges.
Yeah, I was talking about how he might try to get in the Terran's face because we've seen that a lot in this season, but apparently not this time around. 2 forges and a third nexus, and defending is about as invested as you can be into late game as possible.
Yeah. Now look at special here. He is going to end up going mech. He's got factories on the way right now. He is bringing up a few stalkers. This is somewhat for scouting. You know, you can put on a little bit of pressure, so he's getting a little bit done, but Trap is not expecting huge damage from these 4 Blink Stalkers.
And behind this, we've got Charge on the way. So Protoss is going to have a very robust Tier 1 army. Zealot Stalkers. We're going to see some more added in here, but for now, it really is just going to be the gates. I love this blink up here to try to just take the tank out, and he does do that. He won't lose any stalkers in the process of this either. He'll be able to blink out and be fine, but that's a great little play.
That is great.
Now, behind this, Terran is going to be ready for a push very soon here. We actually have 2 tanks coming out at a time, Artosis.
Yeah, I don't think is he going to push right now? I'm a little bit hesitant. Like, maybe he can because it's a Blink Stalker opening, but because he got the third command, I feel like he's got to turtle for a bit.
Yeah, I might be wrong. I was thinking, just in my mindset here, okay, if it's going to be a lot of Tier 1, if he has enough tanks, maybe he could try to come out. I think if it had been an army that was like Immortals and other stuff. Whoa. He came up here and just immediately took out those tanks, so actually a push is not going to be possible anymore.
Wow, the one Adept pulling him down to his third base makes him lose 2 tanks and then 6 SCVs.
That's the third tank we've seen killed so far.
Yeah, so far Trap is really playing well against this. He scouted it early enough as well, so I don't think he's going to be too afraid. He's obviously not caught off guard. It'll be interesting to see where he wants to go from here. But so far, so good. Just reducing that siege tank count is gigantic.
Stalker's going to come around through the bottom here. The problem is that when the Protoss trades in a few Stalkers to kill tanks, that's a very good exchange for the Protoss. And that means that Special is just going to be a lot weaker later on when this attack comes out. Now this is going to eventually be chased away. Oh my God, he actually almost killed the command center.
That was close. Special waited to the very last second there, which was probably a good play.
You know, on paper, this Hellions going to come in. I was going to say that on paper, the idea of those Stalkers ever killing a command center, that would never work. That doesn't mean it can't happen.
Yeah.
You know, and you saw he was just staying there long enough, and that's when Special scrambled to try to defend that. Now we're seeing almost like a StarCraft 1 style attack here, where he's going to try to drop Zealots onto the siege tanks in siege mode and bomb them, abusing their splash damage.
It's kind of all over the place, but look at this. This Hellion run by, the fact that he has now killed 18 probes with 4 Hellions.
Yeah.
That makes up for a big chunk of the damage that Trap's done, that's for sure. Look at this. Like, look, right now Special's up 11 workers in a TVP going mech. That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. We're going to try a little bit of prism harassment here.
And, you know, this isn't actually bad. It's probably not going to do that much of anything. In a weird way, that disable probably actually helped the Protoss there, since that attack wasn't going to go well anyways.
Yeah.
But you know, not a bad idea to try to keep the Terran back home and defending, especially as Trap is taking a 4th base here. Keep in mind, though, guys, Juanito is actually outgrown army-wise Trap here.
Yeah.
Coming up here, he could push out, and it might be reliant on Trap to try to counterattack somehow and get defense somewhere else.
You can see some probes coming out right now. I think he's thinking about possibly, well, I think what might have happened there is he right-clicked on the minerals and the probe went the wrong way to get him or something.
But I think that's probably what happened.
I think he was bringing probes up to maybe mine out an area for counterattacks a bit better. But really cool to see that type of move starting to appear with a map like this.
Okay, the last cannon finishes up there. And we're waiting to see when Special's actually going to try to push out. There's already a 4th command center being made, so in fact, this may be one of those games where we get the boiling point is literally when either side can't make any more units.
Yeah. Well, it seems like Special is making that choice right now. I think he's going to be maxing out and hitting 1-1 at about the same time. So that might be a great push timing for him at that point. But Trap is getting into splash damage. You know, the splash damage could have been considered late, but it doesn't seem like Special wants to do any sort of push as of yet.
We've got a support bay as well as an additional robo coming down here. And I gotta say, this is actually overall a much more passive game than I thought we were gonna have with these two.
Well, it's really cool to see Special playing a very passive mech here. Like, the harassment he's done has done fantastically. It got a very surprising amount of damage done, but you know, it seems like he's pretty confident in the unit set that he's making and utilizing it in the late game.
Okay, we got an attack minute here, but the way that this army flowed out of there was really bad. Definitely a lot of hits there taken for Trap. Special takes his 4th base. Meanwhile, we have a Hellion drop. Over here in the main now.
Oh my god, and now Blue Flame is up, so he is going to get a lot of these probes. So he's going to get out of there as the Zealots come. Blue Flame, though, you can basically clear a mineral line even with cannons at it.
Yeah, good blink there to take that out. We have 2 Colossi at a time coming out here. What's your take on the Colossi tech against mech here? 2 at a time with thermal lance.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I think it just has to do with the types of units that Trap is running into. Like, he sees a group of battle mech, right? Kind of roaming around, and I think Colossus are okay against that. He has Psystorm as well, so the Colossus can help to zone everything out from the High Templars. And then if you try to actually dive on the Colossi, then he can use the Storms very effectively. So I think it's, like, okay. Like, in general, I don't really like Colossus against mech, especially in the later game, but
I think the Psystorm can be handy against the Hellion Cyclone group.
Yeah, I think Psystorm is really crucial against this army. But we'll see how all of the Colossus end up doing here. It's a very good-looking army, though, at the moment, to be honest.
You know, with this group, the mobile mech force over here, I don't know if there's actually enough that Protoss can do to deal with this directly here.
Yeah, he's got
auto turrets are going to come down here. Now we've got the Zealots and the Immortals that should be able to chase it away. But at that moment, I would imagine Special is going to try to move in here with the tanks and the Widow Mines.
You know, I think that even moves like this, though, are okay for Special.
Yeah.
He's bringing up more army right now, and like Trap is playing a defensive stance here. Like, he's doing some good micro and everything, but as the siege tanks come up, this becomes harder and harder.
Great storm there. By the way, Protoss is taking a 5th base.
This is quite a flank coming.
It almost seems like Trap is just going to circumvent this playstyle. Oh, ho, ho! Great size storms there.
Oh my god, he just wrecks the High Templar.
Yeah.
So worth it right there for him. And this army's going to get cleaned up. Special is just bashing right now.
Yeah, meanwhile, these tanks are going to be cleaned out up here at the top, but that army there for Trap is going to be picked off. Kind of a problem here. I don't know that anybody can finish each other off, though. I feel like we're still watching this game steer itself into a larger and larger, I'm sorry, I should say longer and longer direction.
You know, I think you're basically right about that. Like, he definitely can't kill him. And in fact, Trap's supply is getting to be higher. But so far, Special's had some very good engagements. Look at how many stalkers are being made. Oh my god.
I think Trap is actually going to try to pummel him here. Most of the siege tanks are actually on the ramp, so this area where there's command centers and the planetary, it's kind of exposed. It's kind of sticking out like a sore thumb.
Special is mostly making Cyclones, though, which I also find kind of interesting, right? Like,
yeah, I don't know if the Cyclones are going to be able to handle the Colossi necessarily.
It seems like a critical mass of siege tanks could be good there, but the thing is, Special really, he knows his mech.
The thing is, if you play around the siege tanks and don't attack them, then they can't be utilized.
Yeah. There are some maneuvering issues with that.
Yeah, one thing about the Colossi compared to most of the mech army, I guess minus Cyclones, is that it's just more mobile. You can get in there and start a fight, and the moment you don't like it, you just walk away.
And it's a big map, right? So that's definitely something you want to take into consideration, is you have a lot of time and a lot of area that you can walk around it. Oh my god, here he goes. He's actually diving in on top of Special right now. Special having to back up. Those Zealots buying a ton of time, and now the High Templars coming up and storming everything back.
I think Trap can actually just get in here. He still has so many more Psystorms he can cast down here. There's so many Colossi out. That number's now been knocked down to 2. But I mean, this is staying power. Am I wrong? I mean, you're not going to be able to kill this off immediately. Certainly not Immortals, Colossi, and now Archons coming in.
Yeah, those 3 Immortals are really worth a lot right now. But he has more units popping out of his factories, right? Like, I don't think he dies to this.
Yeah, but I mean, the fact that he's got control over the ramp here means that, for instance, we're seeing it now. The Colossi are hitting the SCVs on the low ground.
But this is an expensive set of units. Like, he is going to end up losing them, right?
Well, he can walk right back out. And then if he wants to, he regroups, he'll walk back in, right?
He can walk wherever he wants. You know, it's his choice how to play this.
Oh my god, is the planetary going to go down?
Oh my god. Oh,
he just suddenly realized at the last second. But I think this is going to be too much damage. Yeah, it goes down.
Oh, that's brutal right there.
Ouch.
If he had started just before that, I think he could have saved this planetary.
That was a mechanical error, not a strategic one. I mean, he just didn't react fast enough. Yeah. Well, a lot of times, even though that's like the most important building, a lot of times a player will, assume, okay, well, certainly that has enough HP. I don't have to prioritize that. And then in a moment just like that, we see that building actually goes down.
Now, oh my god, great catch on these Blue Flame Hellions. But, he might need a little bit more than that. He took a ton of damage from this attack. I noticed that Special now is going much heavier into Siege Tank, which it felt like maybe he needed before. But now he's got it. He's got 11 Siege Tanks, right? So that's reasonably difficult to engage, right? But the Trap is taking so many bases. He's all over the place.
Trap's playing so well, and I love the DTs coming in here. When you get a Terran stretched out this far, this is an excellent way to approach this, is to just start to cause enough problems. Keep enough plates spinning that there's not much they can do. Like these DTs. There's a chance, look at that. 6 kills before Special is even able to respond. And I feel like Trap is getting closer and closer to actually having a closing fight.
Yeah. It feels like Special's on his last army. So, if he loses it one more time, there's absolutely no way for him to remake it. It is a strong army, though. It needs to be so cost efficient. I'm not sure if that's going to be possible. It's funny too because he took a bunch of damage in the early game. Then he did some very good counter harassment with his Hellions.
Yeah.
And then he actually smashed the first army of Trap for the most part. But I tell you, this backup push with the Colossus, it has done so much. It's really gave Trap complete map control. Now look at this beautiful move, utilizing those Blink Stalkers to get the Prism in. Really nice.
Okay, a little warp it over here. Again, this is just going to keep the Terran occupying the Terran side of the map. There's not as much that Special can do to push out. And with Trap now maxing out, I think we are going to see Trap try to look for a fight. But even if he doesn't, all he has to do is monitor the other places that haven't been acquired yet by Terran. Even this base is being hit over here, it's almost mined out.
He's just taking damage all over the place at the moment, unfortunately.
Basically, Special, the only thing he has going for him is that base that's kind of towards the center right at the 3 o'clock position on the mini-map here.
It's like DT Blink coming into play now, getting some harassment done. We'll clean that up, it looks like. Again, a pretty scary army, but the Siege Tanks might actually be able to deal with that. Lots of Immortals, God. You know, Immortal versus Siege Tank is kind of funny. It's such a strange battle. Oh my god, he
just sniped CC. Yeah.
Trap is everywhere. Like, you know, Immortals, they feel like they counter Siege Tanks, but when you get enough Siege Tanks, they kind of kill everything on the
Siege
ground.
Tanks kind of counter everything because they get the first shot always.
Yeah.
And so therefore, no matter how strong that unit is, if you have enough Siege Tanks, it obliterates whatever that target is.
Man, these Blink Stalkers coming in from the side so consistently. Trap is teching up right now as well into either Tempest or Carry. I'm not even sure which one he would like to go. Feels like he kind of can do anything he wants right now, as long as he can stop this army. That is great positioning too. Look at that positioning. How do you attack that army? You'd have to flank it.
Yeah. The thing is, I think it is attackable here.
Well, let's see. He's actually got this Thor over in the front that's slowing down the rest of the army. But
oh my god! This is totally owned. Yeah,
oh
GG.
my god!
Oh. All right, Trap takes game 1.
Cool game though.
I gotta say, it started out very interesting, but eventually you just see the Trap cements his lead further and further and further until eventually it's hard to imagine how Special can win that game.
Yeah, Trap was very much on top of hitting the angles and the sides that Special was not at, drawing him out of position slightly. We saw those 3 Siege Tanks fall early. We saw a lot of SCVs go down early to the Blink Stalkers as well, and that was a macro build from Trap. It's just that Special was having a hard time covering everything with his mech build.
You know what else we saw? Thunderbird.
We saw Thunderbird again.
Thank you. We get to see one of our new maps. Very cool.
Well, another one now. Let's just keep doing them.
GSL Cobalt is going to be our map for game number 2. I don't know. I think Special looked really strong, but Trap definitely had a better idea of what the end game PvT was supposed to look like, at least in our last map. We'll see how it goes here on game 2. This is a completely different map with different parameters you want to watch out for. The game is now loading up. We're here in Group C. Again, this is one of the groups where it's much harder to call, so you want to watch every game very closely. Anyways, game 2 up now. Let's go.
Jin Air Green Wings. Trap. Ocean Gaming. Special.
You know, kind of an interesting game there in a lot of ways. Like, it was very heavily a battle mech composition for a while, but he was having to roam defensively because Trap was hitting every side, every angle, right? He was being very mobile with his forces, and I think that that is absolutely what you don't want to do with the battle mech. You want to be out there forcing engagements and trying to pick off units rather than running around reactively, right?
I also think that it's funny because on paper you look at Stalkers versus mech units, you say, well, that's not going to be very good against mech, right? Ooh, it's a good drawing.
Yeah.
Now, when you look at Stalkers, you say, oh, yeah, this is not an ideal unit comp. Yeah, but they can they're more nimble than the rest of the mech units.
Yeah.
And so the Stalkers get the initiative. They can try to blink in there and do damage. And then you have a mech player that's sort of been countered by that Hellion Cyclone style. Initially, the Hellion Cyclone style, I think, kind of was able to come out and poke. And so you were meching in one direction, but you had this mobile force. But the Stalkers were forcing a lot of those units to stay back and try to defend.
Yeah.
I mean, Blink is about as mobile as you can get for anything ground-related.
Yeah, and picking off those first 3 Siege Tanks is pretty legit. Like,
yeah,
those are going to be something that you can kind of stick in a spot that's hard for Stalkers to hit, and they can defend area better. But just picking those off really did allow him that mobility to force the battle mech units to stay back. They didn't really do their job. Special, you know, when we did have that one big battle, didn't have many tanks, right? He had been continually building the battle mech. But
I think you're pointing out something that is very key here, Artosis, because we might have had a completely different game had those tanks not been picked off. 3 additional tanks is going to make you a lot stronger in a push and allow you to get in there and probably do some serious damage.
I think specifically the early game defensive capabilities of them against Blink Stalkers might be the most important part that was missing there.
Right.
Yeah, it's a new game now on Cobalt, and they are both on the bottom of the map. Trap scouted Special first, so that was kind of nice. Not sure exactly what we're going to end up seeing here, though. Nice micro there.
Okay. Looks like the Adept actually might confirm Shade in here.
Remember when Adepts two-shotted Marines and SCVs?
Yeah.
Without upgrades?
So that's how that looks. The Marine actually wins that fight. Okay.
That's a lot of damage, though. 1 Adept for 2 Marines and the Reaper, and now the Reaper can't scout. That's good stuff.
A Robo coming with 2 more gateways.
The hidden command center. He actually had this prepped for SOS when they played on this map, but did he end up using it there? I can't quite recall.
He did, actually.
I think he did, right? He I seem to recall a command center that was naked.
Or was it SOS that hit a base?
Oh,
actually?
that's right.
Yeah,
SOS had a
yeah.
Nexus in the top right.
Yeah.
When he was like the bottom left. That's right, yeah.
So this is actually one of the older strategies in all of StarCraft is the hidden base. But because we've had a lot of one-on-one maps, I think bringing this out on a big 4-player map like this is very smart. This map is so disproportionately big to other maps. The odds that Protoss is necessarily going to check the upper left main, there's a chance it just doesn't get checked until it's mined out.
Yeah.
Or it never gets checked even. Now the problem though is that if a Protoss player like Trap is going for aggression, which by the way he is, the base is not only a disadvantage.
Get those in there!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. With the Prism, this can be really, really
this is where you can kind of just move through the defenses and suddenly you have a premium position right where you need it inside the main on top of production. So this game might actually end immediately. But again, he went for a hidden base here, guys.
Yeah, this aggression is doing such a good job because of that. He's lower on everything. Now, if he can make Trap stop, if Trap would just leave Special alone.
Stop!
You know, this is a situation where maybe Special can come back because of that hidden base, but this has been a lot of damage so far.
Here's one of the other problems with the hidden bases is that you can't transfer workers there normally, so they don't begin to start mattering for a while. And a lot of times what you do is you land mules exclusively at those bases simply because you want to try to suck up all the minerals there. Better to do that and save that for the minerals somewhere else.
Oh, the Viking might end up getting this if he could. Oh, Vikings need boosts like Medivacs.
He's going to be able to unload it. It's actually going to get away. I can't believe that he actually got that out of there. I thought it was going to be shot down.
Yeah, that's too bad. Well, charge and +1 on the way. I don't... is Trap on top of it enough to look for a hidden command?
You know, the only thing... First of all, you get in there. That's suspect, right? I mean, there's a point in time where you say, okay, wow, I really got in there. But, I mean, you're missing buildings at that point in time. Perhaps you could tell that would telegraph that there's something else
there. There was definitely missing minerals, but sometimes it's very hard to see.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Look at all the gates. He's going to have so many aggressive options here.
And, again, SCVs have not been transferred. The orbital was actually started late, by the way, at that third, the hidden base. So it's like Special strategically... even though there are ideas here, mechanically he's not even executing it as fast as he needs to.
I love that Stalker just chilling there. It's great. Okay, I'm trying to figure out, like, how do you win this game as Special, right? And again, I don't think it's undoable. He does have that third command center. His bases are going to stay alive a lot longer, like you mentioned, because of the dropping of mules at the other base. So there is a world in which Trap overcommits a couple times, pretty certain that he's going to be able to win or at least have some sort of tempo advantage while he continues to expand. Yep. And if he does that a lot, yeah, that's an area where the hidden base actually can just be the reason why you win. Oh my God, he's going after this.
Okay, he's going for the Bulldog here, dropping the Zealots on top of the tank. Old strat, but this works. This absolutely works, and now he's going to be able to have the warp-ins. The wall-in has not been able to close, but he's going to fish that down onto the low ground. And GG, Trap smashes Special. Special, of course, will go to the loser's match, but Trap is just one best-of-3 victory away from moving on to the round of 8.
Yeah, well done there by Trap. Really was on top of everything. Special, I think, brought some very cool and interesting strategies for these maps. But unfortunately, just the aggression of Trap got him.
I mean, Trap looks so good.
Yeah.
Again, you know, if you go for a hidden expand, sometimes that getting scouted costs you the game. The other time is if they happen to be going for a timing attack, you can lose. You don't have any Same as if you made that in your main.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we're going to go to a break. When we come back, a ZVP Impact versus Hero.
I'm a high flyer, got the right stuff. I'm the king of heart, I got the good stuff. I'm a high flyer, I got the right stuff. I'm the king of heart, I got the good stuff. I'm a high flyer, I got the right stuff. I'm the king of heart, I got the good stuff. It's gonna be forever. 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 Got the right stuff.
Yeah, I keep doing my own thing. Yeah, never looking back again. I can get it, I can make it. Yeah, I know it, and I'm never looking back again. Yeah, never looking back again. I can get it, I can make it. Yeah, I know it, and I'm never looking back again. Yeah, I know it, and I'm never looking back again. Yeah, never looking back again.
늦었어요. 왼쪽 감독이 늦어요. 오른쪽 쏘면 인코수 자체가 50 가까이 차이 날 수 있어요. GSL
들어싸우나요?
째는 게 너무 완벽했기 때문에
생애 최초로 16강에 올라갑니다. 와, 진짜 신입어.
Round of 16.
It's my turn now.
GSL Season 2 Codex Renaissance.
Welcome back, everyone. Trap has just 2-0'd Special. We now move on to Impact versus Hero.
All right, this could be a very interesting one. I kind of liked their banter back and forth during the group selection, that they understand each other. I think what they mean by that is neither of them respects the other, and both are pretty sure they can beat the other one.
I'm looking forward to this match. Hero, this is a guy that we celebrated so much, particularly in the Super Tournament. But he's had some other amazing performances in major events, and we thought, I personally did, but I know other people were on the same page as me on this, that this guy was slowly going to become the best Protoss player that there is. That his attacks would eventually become impeccable. He seemed to be onto something. Instead, he began to fall off, sometimes not even qualifying for a GSL.
Yeah, he's had a bit of a rough go lately. He's a question mark in this group right now. I feel like he's someone that, if he plays his best games, wins the group, and if he plays his worst games, he loses the group.
Yes. By the way, jacket coming off.
Serious. He's letting out the lion.
That's right. That's Aslan right there on his shirt. Ready to tell him what builds to use.
Yeah.
Roar, go for a timing attack, Hero.
Maul him with zealots.
We're going to have map 1 be New Repugnancy, and then Turbo Cruise 84. Cyberforce, if we go to game 3.
I love that we're popping up these maps. At least we get to see Turbo Cruise tonight.
Yeah, I'll take that, always.
Yeah. I'm excited.
And so our game is now loading up. Impact versus Hero, game 1 starts now.
게임이 시작됩니다.
Good old 12 pool. All right.
Not bad.
Team LP Impact.
So why not open up like this?
12 pool, 12 gas?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hero does a lot of very pointed builds.
Yeah, he does.
Sometimes the best way to play against a player like that is to open up with your own quick aggression.
Triumphant Song Gaming Hero.
And Impact is, in general, a very aggressive Zerg. So he came for the hatch block. No drone even comes down. Time to check what's up. Oh my god, it's a 12 pool, 12 gas.
Yeah, but this is smart because, Hero built his wins off of coming in there early and beginning to interfere with his opponent's build order. Some Zerg support here from the audience.
Excellent drawings.
Oh, we love you back.
Stasis SC2 Zerg. All right.
Now,
those 3 things are all awesome.
Now, I think it's, again, very intelligent that he actually came in there, and opened up with a build that doesn't really allow Hero to start to assert himself. Instead, Hero is probably going to be playing a more reactionary game. And it's hard, even for you guys at home, try to imagine games where Hero was the reactionary player. Probably can't remember a lot, right? That's because he almost always was the guy who was coming in there.
He likes his attacks.
And yeah. And so, I don't know that Hero's going to be bad at dealing with this, but it's certainly not a style that we're used to seeing Hero play. So let's see how he handles it. He might be amazing at this, and we never see people try to do this Hero again. I don't know.
So you see he's got the Zerglings on both sides. He kind of was trying to see if he could zip in there behind the Zealot, but Hero's micro. 2 on point. Another Zealot's about to pop. Generally, in this situation, now he went speed. Oh, and he's going Roachhorn as well. Okay. I was going to talk about how a lot of times what happens is 2 Adepts come out and then kill a bunch of drones. But this was a bit of a different build here, right? Because he is getting that speed upgrade.
So he's making the Robo right there in the wallet. In case you're wondering, you can't get enough Lings over there to kill that off. It's not going to happen. There's not enough surface area.
He's about to have an Adept. And the fact that he went Robo before Nexus could actually end up being a saving grace since this Roachhorn's coming out, right?
Yeah, I think this is actually Hero having a really good finger on the pulse of where the tempo should be here for Zerg and responding correctly. So much, especially in modern StarCraft 2, so much of the early game is a scramble to get your second base up and running. that you can see a really intelligent player like Hero is going to say, no. We're going to go Robo here first, okay? I'm not going to lose the game because I'm trying to get my second base up too quickly.
Yeah, if he goes directly into Immortal, okay, he goes Prism first, but that might be okay as well.
I actually thought he was going to go right into Immortal. Okay, I mean, let's see how this goes.
The thing is, when you have the Immortal, there's a chance it could die. When you have the Prism, there's no chance it can die.
Yeah.
So maybe that ends up working out. A lot of Lings. I believe that there is a Queen quietly but surely making her way across the map.
Let's see if he keeps that there, or if he tries to send that Immortal across the map. I'm sorry, not Immortal, War Prism, anything weird like that. Now, he might just be using this to try to spot.
Yeah, even if he scouts what's going on here. Okay, so only sees Lings. Okay, now sees Roach or Aperture.
U-turn, Immortal immediately started, but it might be too late. I think I misread the situation. I really thought that he was going to have the Immortal out immediately, and he just kind of knew what was coming, but instead, he did not immediately make that Immortal after the Warp Prism was done. By the way, okay, the Lings begin to bleed through.
Yeah, not perfect micro there so far from Hero. The Pylon is taking quite a beating here.
Is he going to kill this before the Immortal comes out?
Oh my god. Well, the Prism can't set up.
He should have done that sooner!
Oh my god.
Now you got to get the Warp Prism out of the sky. You should be hitting that with the Bile.
You know what? This is so funny because to power the shield batteries, you need that Prism. Okay, the Pylon is finishing up now.
Yeah.
And I think that this rush is just about over. Yeah.
GG.
All right, solid hold. Solid hold.
Sick. Hero wins anyways. By the way, I think that Impact could have done a few things differently. I think the moment that you see the Warp Prism is near the Robo, you know it's going to go into that mode.
Yeah.
3 Crows and Biles pop that right out.
He did, once he killed the Pylon, shoot 1 Bile, which made it so that he couldn't insta-shoot 3 onto the Prism, right? You have to wait for that cooldown.
I didn't notice that.
Well, the thing is, he shouldn't have, right? Because it is true. You have to set up the Prism to power that, or you're not going to get your Mortal in time.
Yeah.
But Hero, the thing is, without even scouting, he added that Robo in the wall. Like, it's such an important fact. If it was just a gateway there, if those are just gateway units, you're probably going to die. Looks like Ragnarok might be up there.
Yeah, is that Ragnarok? I was trying to figure out who's... I think that is Ragnarok.
Listen, if there's someone whose side of their head, I know what it looks like. It's you, but after you, it's Ragnarok. Okay?
All right. Okay. Wow. So Impact kind of wins that game out of the blue. What exactly will Impact do this time around? I don't think he's going to go for a quick pull here.
No, I don't think so. Well, Turbo Cruise, your guess is as good as mine. We haven't seen this really used. I'm excited, and I already know that this game is going to be better than the Gumio game we saw here. Because you can't get worse than the SCVs dying before they finish the barracks and a GG coming out while SCVs are in the middle.
That's a good spin on this one, Artosis.
Yeah. It's going to be the best game of Turbo Cruise and GSL
Hopefully
ever.
we have a longer game on this as well. You know, one thing about these weird maps is the players oftentimes feel incentivized to try to end the games quickly in rushes. Game 2 is loaded up. Let's go.
Team LP, Impact. Triumphant Song Gaming, Hero.
Yeah, I don't know what to expect here. I hope we get a cool, crazy game.
Yeah, let's just see what happens. Already a more standard way to play here from Impact.
Yeah.
It's kind of an ordinary opening. Now, Hero, who almost always goes for timing attacks. I have to imagine he's probably going to try to do it this time around, too. I don't know if there's any unique features of this map that Hero particularly is going to try to harness and take advantage of.
I mean, I guess... if you are just... So let's talk about the green slowing circles on the map some.
Please.
They slow everything. Not attacks, but they slow everything down. So ranged units wreck non-range units, longer range units wreck shorter ranged units, right? Things like that are real. So I think if you go for, let's say, an Immortal Sentry push, right? If you walk through the center, Zerg cannot even touch you until you're out of the last green circle. Because Zerg units in those green areas against the ranged Protoss units will just be dead.
They're Garbo.
They'll complete Garbo in those situations.
Garbabo,
so
even.
We definitely could see something like that because of that. I'm not exactly sure what is going to end up happening with it. Okay, it's a Stargate opening, so it's not one of these crazy Immortal Sentry pushes. That could come later, of course.
There's also the possibility that, in theory, Protoss simply want to make it. Some maps can be so much better for certain races that you just want to make the game go on for a long time.
Yeah.
You know, and then you've basically outpaced them. There's not as many options. I don't necessarily know if that's going to be on the case on this map, but just something to kind of point out.
You know, they're so funny looking. That thing at the center, you know what's in there? We need a good shot of these orbs.
Just wait until we get that. And I want to hear this. By the way, Phoenix is coming out now.
Yeah, you see that? Oh my god. I guess we're never going to really look too closely.
Well, it's also one of these weird things where I sometimes am reluctant to talk about certain aspects of a map until it comes into play.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I'm highlighting this thing and then, you know, the game goes completely differently and I go, okay, sorry everybody, but
that happens a lot.
Yeah. So I'm always kind of holding out until, let's wait until this starts to pick up. So at least the casting is sort of relevant at least in that regard, but we'll see. We'll see if those actually come into play. It looks like this game is going into kind of a typical PvZ. At least as far as build development. Well, there's the second Stargate, so.
Okay. Cool.
Something weird happens to the Overlord when it's in there, like it gets a nosebleed. It's like, you know that's got to be like bad for you, right?
It's weird because it shows like that donut spiral going down, so actually if you're in the center of it on top, you shouldn't be slow.
Yeah, you should be fine. Just in that little area.
Yeah. So
depending on how close your tentacles are together as an Overlord.
Yeah.
You know.
Your move map makers.
If you got a little bit of danglies going on, maybe they get stuck in there. Oh, okay. I'm out.
It is cool though. So the Robo on the way.
2 Phoenixes at a time. Yeah. And it looks like Hero wants to try to sneak out of third base here. I don't know that Zerg wants to try to come out and attack across the map here. We have 6 roaches being made.
Yeah, that's not good for impact.
Yeah.
So you gonna walk queens through there?
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Let's see how slow this
looks. Go.
Creep. Hold on, they're still on creep. Hold on, they're gonna get off creep.
No, we're not
gonna be great.
Shine,
please go back. Oh. This is funny that he's doing this. This is like counterintuitive as something you want to do.
The funny thing about this is that people would say, oh, the middle of the map is slowed down, so you can do a timed attack, and the impact goes, hold my beer.
Because the center of the map, even if you walk through it, it doesn't slow down that much because it's actually shorter than most centers of maps.
Because it's open, yeah. I mean, it is a direct path.
Yeah. Look at that Oracle.
Hero's going, oh my god.
Yeah, he canceled the third area and just has set up here very, very well.
Smart move here to just try to attack the cybernetics core. Taking this out eliminates a lot of the tech. Here come the Phoenixes, though. But the Queens should be able to push this away. Transfuses get blanketed down onto that Queen.
That's the Queen with the most transfuses, though, so if it does end up dying...
I think it's about to.
Yeah, that's a very good pick off. All the transfuses are gone now, so he can slowly but surely kill all these Queens.
One Immortal in the back over here.
Yeah.
Phoenixes are doing their work, and Oracle does come up, getting to do a little bit more damage. Impact needs to get through here immediately.
Those Ravager eggs just wrecked the Zealots there. Definitely was a missed opportunity for Hero to target it down.
Is he making a War Prism? Oh, it doesn't matter. This Immortal goes down just like that. And I think if the Immortal's gone down, I think you're done, right? Or can these Phoenixes over time just begin to clear this?
It's just, yeah, I think that they do eventually kill it. See, he even trapped them in here with a gate. Well, I guess that's more trapping units outside, but
yeah,
it does the same thing. Now another Mortal is out. The probes get pulled. Just needs a warping of a few units here to help out against the
there's the other Immortal out. Now, granted, it's only Lings, but I think he could get some decent surface area here, and I think just barely Hero actually survives this, but maybe I'm speaking too soon. He's going to try to tear down the gateway. The problem is now Protoss can pretty easily assemble what they need. you know, which is Zealots and Immortals, and it's kind of hard to then seesaw back into the other tech of Ravagers and Roaches and Queens, right? I mean, that time is gone. Now the Phoenixes can kill these Overlords.
Oh my gosh.
All right, I'm going to take a look at Impact right now. This is...
Probably looks normal. He does builds like this all the time. They have to fail a certain amount.
He's now supply blocked. You know, when you have enough Phoenixes, you'll see this in StarCraft 1 with Corsairs as well, you could start to snowball the supply block with the just the sheer amount that they have.
Yeah.
Or how much you have and how much they don't have to try to defend this. So now these Phoenixes can basically roam uncontested. There was not any real investment in anti-air, and I don't count these 1 spores as anything that is...
they don't care about those
at
all.
I mean, this is just sort of
fly
like...
right over them.
It's a whatever situation.
He's doubled spores everywhere, and he has queens as well, so Hero's much more reluctant to dive in. Definitely the third base is still open, though.
Okay.
The 1 spore really can't do enough. But the amount of drone kills he's gotten is absurd.
Yeah, not only that, but I mean, there's so many Phoenixes. He can poke in over and over and over again.
Yeah. Like how many do we have here? 6, 9, 10, 11. 12. He had 12. Now he's got 11. That's like cases every 5 seconds you have another lift.
Yeah.
Every 5 seconds you get to kill something with these Phoenixes.
Well, not only that, look at the production tab. You see Queens being remade. Meanwhile, you have more gates coming down here. Infrastructure being improved back at home for Protoss. I mean, the Phoenixes are a problem enough on their own, but the fact that Protoss is eventually going to be able to come out here with a big attack is huge.
Yeah. Look at this, just continually cleaning up the Queens.
There's 4 Queens immediately killed. Stray drones being picked off.
Just so much damage. Impact is up at 46 drones, but he doesn't really have anything going on. He's got 2 queens and 20 lings. Does that stop this army?
Yeah, this is going to be the killing blow. What a short series.
Yeah, well, I mean,
it's not over yet, but I mean, I think it's fair to say that this should kill the Zerg.
Yeah. Is this probe just coming to make a pylon?
Yeah, why not?
I think so.
Here we go.
What else would it be doing? It's just following in case of base trade or something? I never know.
Okay, we're moving it.
They look kind of funny under there.
Yeah.
Like they're poisoned, you know? They should be taking poison damage.
Okay, we're back through. Normal speed. GG.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, a little bit one-sided that series, but Impact pulled the trigger twice, did not work. Hero deflects everything and goes on to that final match. And you know what? Ho-ho, we got another Protoss going to the next round.
Yes, we do.
That's for sure. Or really, it could be either.
Hero always with that smile. A handsome fellow that pro is.
This guy as well.
Impact, unfortunately, just not able to deliver. I thought that was a cool idea to try to do an attack that seems counterintuitive to the map. Sometimes that's all you need.
Yeah, it seemed like all right, but too many Phoenixes there to deal with.
PvP coming up next. Trap vs. Hero will be coming up after this short break. Don't go away.
경기 준비 끝났습니다. 1사 대결 시작하겠습니다.
이건 원희석 선수가 좀 꼬이거든요.
네. 그래도 쿨을 이제 빼준 것까지.
근데 전차가
올라와서 여기서 하나씩
전차가 자리를 안 잡고 있었어요.
전차 끊고 저희 해병 있습니다.
아, 그리고 9시에 해방선 FK 눌러서 돌아왔어요.
저
해방선 앞마당에 지금 소기 모드만 했어도 3, 4점 계속 잡아주면서 프로토스 자원 안 쌓이거든요.
네.
지금 다시 해방선 9시로 또 돌리고 있습니다. 욕심이 조금 많기는 한데
이게 전순핵이죠. 네. 와, 진짜.
근데 그 전순핵이 제대로 이루어질 수만 있다면 프로토스 입장에선 최악입니다.
왼쪽 라인으로 간 다음에 좀 더 넓은 곳에서 싸움을 거는 것도 괜찮고요.
네.
이거 지금 앞전멸했을 때가 구병재에게는 기회이기도 합니다. 상대방이 전순이 아닌 발길을 피하는 이 상황은 너무 좋습니다.
네.
자, 그래서 고병재 선수도 피할 수 없는 싸움이 된 거죠.
들어가서 좀 싸움인데 거신 하나.
결국 근데 폭풍함하고 거신의 상성은 좋은 게 절대 아니에요.
네.
이거 근데 고위기사 있어서 EMP 쓰면서 가야 됩니다. 고위기사.
네, 여기서 머리 위에 폭풍.
근데 이게 병력 구성이 너무 다채롭다 보니까
네.
보병 선수 이걸 커버 못 하고 있는데요.
폭풍함이 지금 바이킹 정리해주고 있고.
이건 지제.
경기를 끝났습니다. 2차 대결을 시작하겠습니다.
이거 병력 갈무리 안 됐으면 나가면 안 되고요. 지금 세시 지역 쪽에 들어가고 있는 의료선이 얼마나 대박을 내느냐인데.
네, 자 내려서 하나.
원탁이 놓치더라도 막기 위해 전략품을 짓긴 했거든요. 어이구.
이렇게 되면 모든 병력 천천히 끌고 방패 타이밍 맞춰서 나갈만 하죠.
네.
이거 한 번의 싸움을 해야 되는 건데요.
근데 이거 끝낼 수 있겠는데요. 화력 자체가 엄청 좋긴 합니다. 프로토스 폭풍이 완성돼도 무위기사가 없거든요.
네.
무방이 없도 안 끝났고요.
집중한 준비하고 있는데 이 타임에 들어가면서 찔러요. 해병 일꾼까지 동원하고 있습니다만 해병 불검 숫자가 좀 꽤 유지가 되고 있고요.
통합은 됐는데 급하게 준비하다 보니
네.
무위사가 없어요.
그렇죠. 이 타이밍 날카롭게 들어가는
이 불멸자.
지제. 경기 준비 끝났습니다. 3세 대결 시작하겠습니다.
물bom을
이거
봤는데요?
손에 많이 보는데요.
네. 물bom을 이렇게 쉽게 보면 안 됩니다.
이렇게
이건 자유의 날개 시절부터 나왔던 플레이잖아요.
네.
근데 일단 공항연구소가 있으니까 포탑 지는 타이밍을 봐야겠네요. 저거 의료선 나오는 타이밍에 자극제가 다 끝나고 포탑 지어둘 또 못 잡나요? 이거.
야 이거 암흑기사 신 나겠는데요?
네, 근데 이거 앞마당에 왔는데 프로토스 병력 별로 안 보이잖아요. 포탑 이건 이미 흔들렸네요.
들어가요.
관측선 하나가
아까 전에 두 방.
관측선 그 날개 시 만든 태풍입니다.
이게 또 이렇게 카운터로 들어가네요.
지제.
1차 대결을 시작하겠습니다.
오늘 이게 지금 정찰을 해야 된다라는 강박관념 때문에
네.
상대의 올인을 의식을 못하고 있기 때문에 분광기가 지금 나왔어요. 땅굴이 뚫리겠죠 이제.
게다가 수정탑 하나에 지금 건물 몇 채가 의지하고 있나요?
삼사정이 나와서 못 깹니다. 그래서 분광기에 병력 태워서 바로 돌아서 땅굴벌레 깨야 되는데
열리나요?
열리겠는데요. 너무 늦게 봤는데요.
1시 59분 30초거든요.
반응이 여왕이
여기서 여기 뚫리나요?
수정탑 오른쪽.
네, 일단 밀고 들어가서
저 수정탑을 믿어보긴 해야 됩니다. 저 관문이 다 열리고 강전사가 나올 때까지 파수기를 추가로 찍을 때까지 한번 버텨봐야 되는데
프로토스도 소환 한번 어떻게 하면 불멸자 나오면서 수정탑 깨지기 전에
위상보드에서 불멸자 생산해주고
센스는 좋아요. 센스는
이거는 입구가 열리면
이 거기도 열리는 거예요.
지금 시간이 2시예요.
역시 오윤수
2시에 만나요.
네, 2시에 승리를 부르는 2시에
딱 2시에 경기가 끝날 것만 같은
경기 좀 끝났습니다. 2차 대결을 시작하겠습니다.
이거 관측선 찍을 때 아닙니다.
불멸자.
이건 막을 가능성이 조금이나마. 근데 인구수가
수정탑. 수정탑.
애매한데요. 입구 돌리고 난 이후에
파도가 아파서 도망갔어요.
입구 문이 열립니다.
오늘 백동준 생일인데
생일
제대로 축하받는데요.
이거 입구 열리고 지금 일꾼 상하고
생일에 선물 거하게 받는데요.
이게 이거 불멸자가 나와도
생일 선물을 지금 빵으로 받을 수 있거든요.
네가 뭘 좋아하는지 몰라서 그냥 다 준비해봤어.
일단 빵을 준비했는데 한번 먹어보겠니?
자 2대0으로 끝나면 안 되죠 백동준.
이거 탐사정 줄어듭니다.
이거 불멸자 희망이 사라집니다.
병력이 너무 많아서 아케이드에도 그렇게 큰 의미가 없을 것 같은데요.
그렇죠. 이거는 멸자 2기가 나온다 하더라도 탐사정이 이미 22기가 넘게 잡혀서
백동준 선수의 손해를 줄이기가 쉽지 않습니다.
들어가도 여기가 굉장히 뼈아픈 상황.
프로토스 너무 가난해요. 너무 가난해서 아케이드로 맞고 난 이후에 역공으로 경기를 끝내야 됩니다.
그리고 극적으로 불멸자 하나 더 확보한 건 천만다행이긴 해요.
자 관문까지 지금 두드리고 있는 상황이고 관문 다 깨고 있거든요. 여기서
여왕을 찍더라도 수멸자 내지는 수멸자 분광기까지 맞거든요.
하나
파수기 때문에 안에 파수기를 버렸어 했는데
분광기 안에 공간이 없어요. 무난하게 관문
왔어요.
네. 지금 단골 손님입니다.
아까 그 불멸자 없나요? 없으면 맞아야죠.
여기 물렸거든요.
오막 충전소도 없고.
기합 없어요.
이거 돌아오는 순간 이미 망했죠. 이거 보자마자 귀한 바로. 그래서 화력으로 화력. 귀한 바로.
그래서 일부러 여왕 더 기다렸다가 때린 거죠.
추적자를 쥐어짜내면서 한 번의 타이밍을 결국에는 잡는 건 어쩔 수 없는 건데.
저울링 숫자도 지금 꽤 되고
나올 수밖에 없었고 그걸 알고 있었어요 은수 선수도.
네, 잡아놓고 소모전만 해둬도 자원을 더 가져가고 있거든요.
아, GG!
경기 준비 끝났습니다. 1사 대결 헤드셋 착용하고 첫 번째 대결을 시작하겠습니다. 안쪽 상황 좀 보고 있는데 병력 내려왔습니다.
일벌레가 45개까지 올라간 거 사실 저것도 그렇게 많은 편이 아닌데.
와, 근데 저글링 덮치는 타이밍은
네.
너무 좋았어요. 하수기 역장도 너무 쉽게
네,
봤고요.
빠르게.
공간기.
타이밍이 터졌습니다. 자, 이제 들어가서 추가 병력 나올 때까지
이거
기다려서
더 깊숙이 가기보다 그냥 집에 가야 돼요.
네, 이거
괜히 뒤잡혀서
맞아요.
네, 수 줄어들면 그마저도 귀엽습니다.
아, 이거
가야 돼요.
볼 때까지 맞겠는데요.
가지마 저글링 발목 잡았습니다.
제발 컵백홈 해야 돼요.
집에 못 갑니다. 여기 목표를 맞이하는 불멸자 일꾼 34기 타이밍 그걸 막아냈어요.
그냥 빨리 뺐었으면 또 몰랐겠다라는 말을 그래서 할 수 있었던 겁니다.
그렇죠.
3주까지.
아, 이건 얼마 그대로 그냥 GG!
경기 좀 끝났습니다. 2사 대결 시작하겠습니다.
새로운 아이디를 올릴 때도 광자폴로 집어넣죠.
여기.
이거 근데 타이밍이 엄청 느려지고 있어서 어윤수도 배제하고 있거든요.
네.
배제를 했는데
거기냐 아니냐인데 이 정도면 이제 진짜라고 봐야 되겠죠?
이게 하는 척하는데 수정탑 4개 지은 건 미친 거라서 어윤 선수도 지금 모든 일벌레를 다 동원하겠죠? 지금 와, 이 정도로
근데 일벌레가 때릴 만한 공간이 부족해서 못 깰 것 같거든요, 시간 내에. 그럼
그렇죠.
이거 걷어내는 척하면서 다른 식으로 풀어나가는 것도 필요합니다.
저는 취소.
네.
취소하고
불면자 죽으면 절대 안 돼요.
와 있네요. 이거 오막 충전소 풀 다 빠지면
그래도 네.
이건 이미 아예 없어요. 저희가 이길 수 있는 상황이
노화상을 포기하고 지은 게 가시옥도였어요.
그렇죠.
근데 그게 결과적으로는 실패하다 보니 이제 더 막을 만한 힘이 없죠.
네. 병력이 지금 무너지고 있는 상황이죠.
경우에
딸자 나왔습니다.
네,
세 번째 대결을 시작하겠습니다.
약간의 변수는 프로토스가 9시 언덕 위쪽으로 11시 지역 쪽으로 올 거라고 생각을 했는데 중앙 지역 쪽으로 왔다라는 거 생각보다 타이밍이 빨라요.
이번 역장 늦진 않았어요. 다만 에너지가 미리 빠져서 이 다음 역장 있느냐?
이거 일벌레 동원하는 타이밍까지 재줘야 되는데 이거
역장 기가 막히게 들어가요.
이거 되는 분위기 가까이 왔거든요.
그렇죠. 이거 근데 어윤 선수가 진짜 독하게 할 거면 9시 버려야 됩니다. 그냥 일벌레 빼주고 아니면 여기서 싸워줄 때
여기서 있죠.
공간기를 1점 살 수 있느냐?
더 이상의 역장이 없다면
그렇죠. 바퀴 나와 있고 불멸자가 한 기라면 지금 저 분간기 한번 노려볼 만한
떨어지네요.
근데 밀리면 대군주까지 돼요. 이거 피해가 보통이 아니에요.
네.
그렇죠.
지금 프로토스 추가 확장 의도 없는 거 알고 있어요. 그래서 다시 한 번 더 쥐어짜서 원희사 선수가 무리해서 뚫으려고 할 때 이걸 극적으로 막아내는 거.
그렇죠.
믿고 있는 건 그거 하나밖에 없습니다.
네.
아마 이거 언덕 위에서 계속 버티면서 추가 병력 나왔을 때 일벌레 동원해서만 비빌 것 같은데 이미 애벌레가 부족한 어윤수기 때문에 병력 양자체의 차이도 많이 납니다. 이제 다 막고 병력을 내주는 것만 아니면 원희사기 잡겠네요.
그렇죠. 들어와서 밀면서 4년 만에 이제 8강까지
상성 뛰어넘는데요, 원희사 선수가.
제재 원희사 역전승 거두면서 자, 이번 경기 4년 만에 또 올라가네요.
Round of 16.
It's my turn now.
GSL Season 2. Code S. Renaissance.
Welcome back, everyone. Trap vs. Hero is coming up next. So we're going to have another Protoss moving on to the round of 8. The aliens are winning. They're beating us. We should have known their technology was definitely better than what the Zergs and the humans had. The Zergs are basically just animal bug things. The humans, well, if you've watched enough sci-fi, you know we're not usually more sophisticated than the aliens.
But actually, I'm going to just give away right now for free a gigantic, awesome idea for a movie.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right? It's an alien world, and it's like really peaceful, and like everything looks like an alien, right?
Yeah.
And it's just, you know how like the opening of a lot of movies, it's just like you're on Earth and someone's bringing their kid to a baseball game and stuff like that?
Yeah.
But then aliens invade the aliens.
Oh,
okay?
yeah.
But it's actually humans.
Yeah, it's
and
humans
they're doing human things that you understand, but they don't understand.
Yeah, they're like,
their
what is that?
formations and
It's
stuff.
just someone walking around with a selfie stick. Like, what is that?
No, it's not.
They're
that.
live streaming. The human aliens are walking around live streaming.
I think this is a great idea.
OMG, guys. OMG, look at all these aliens,
You should
everybody.
work in Hollywood because you just ruined my awesome movie. You ruined it.
I can Michael Bay it up.
That wouldn't be Michael Baying it up. That's the opposite of Michael Baying it up.
Michael Bayed up that joke, too. We're going to go into Game 1 for the winner's match with the aliens fighting. One alien. Another alien. Alien Wars. This is long after the Terrans and the Zergs are dead. It's just because Protoss is on. After they don't have some kind of common enemy to battle against. They're like, wait a minute, I want power. Listen, I've got some weird belief. I've got to impose that on everybody else.
Triumphant Song Gaming. Hero.
PvP time. Where do you think they're going to proxy buildings?
If I knew, I might be a GSL Codes champion, Artosis.
Actually, this season you might be. You just always knew where the buildings were. Sons for Protoss.
I recognize that handwriting. That individual's been down here many times.
You keep saying that.
I just keep proving. I just want everybody on the stream to know that I'm smart.
Well, we're going to go back and get all the clips. Well, not we, but Fudgy is. And we're going to find out that actually you're wrong. It's different handwriting every time and a different hand holding the sign and stuff. Everything these people write just looks like hieroglyphics at Tasos. That's why he thinks it looks all the same.
What? They're both going to go right next to each other?
Oh, this is too
Now,
funny.
how... Wait, now... Okay, so neither of them... Did anybody see the other one's probe, though?
This is so silly. No, neither of them did.
Oh, my God. Well, this is kind of the ultimate metaphor for Protoss. If this was like a novel, okay, this is the part where you'd have to write your essay on.
Trap's
to get your thesis, okay? In esports literature. Like, so what did that mean they both proxied next to each other? Huh?
Yeah.
What is that really? What is the author trying to say here?
This is so funny. Are you serious?
I
Are
can't
you
believe it.
serious?
And why do you think the author
This
chose
is
to
so
have...
stupid.
Why do you think the author chose to have neither player know that they proxied against each other?
Well, that, I feel, was the unbelievable part of it. And that's why, you know, that wasn't good fiction.
It's like a metaphor for life, you know?
I can't even believe this.
I hope we can catch the exact moment when they're going to realize, assuming that moment
They're
comes.
never going to realize. Actually,
Yeah.
I think the one that's going to realize is Hero when his Oracle flies out.
Yeah.
That's like going to be
Oh,
the
God.
moment. A couple of depths from Hero coming up. Oh my gosh. Actually, since he's making an Immortal first, then I think maybe the pathing will show it.
Yeah. You think an Immortal can beat that pylon? What's your take on that?
Yes, I think so.
I'm not sure. We don't see pylons and Immortals fight that much, so let's not call this too soon, okay?
This matchup, sometimes we do. Oh my gosh.
So the Oracle gets out, and then the Immortal.
It's going to pop out on the top. Tell me if it pops out on the top.
I got to pay close attention. There's going to be a lot that's about to happen. He's not moving it yet.
Well, right off of the stasis ward. Look at that.
Yeah, well, maybe better to do that than to try to...
And the Stalkers came in at such an angle that he did not scout. Oh, he found it. Right now, you got to know Hero's thinking, why is there an Immortal over there?
Yeah, like, huh? Okay, so the second Oracle, we now know that an Immortal does beat a pylon. That's good. So the second Oracle can't come out. Now there's going to be, I think, a lot of momentum here for Trap, right? Just pick him up. Pick him up, bro. Look at that. Look at that. The War Prism is mad dogging that Oracle. Okay?
Yeah, it is.
Well, you might as well just kill this.
Yeah, no reason not to take out the S-Gate. Couple additional batteries going up here, Robo as well. Got to play it defensively. It's too bad he only got the one Oracle out, because like one Oracle against a shield battery and a Stalker, that's pretty one-sided. 2 Oracles? Oh, you got some play there. Hero in a tough spot. This does not look particularly holdable.
Is there anything else that he has? Is it just really the Adept and the 2 sentries and a Stalker?
Pretty weak right now.
Well, this one probe.
This is even making an observer. He assumes there must be like ETs or something if he has nothing else.
What was with that force field there? What happened?
Oh, God.
What just happened with that force field?
Yeah, no, that's a good question.
Yeah.
What is that force field?
He's so
all
wiggly,
about?
he just hit that button and cast it.
All right, going to be able to pick off some of the sentries. Nice pickup. He has an Immortal out, so that gives him a little bit more of an opportunity to hold this.
Maybe he won't kill him here. Problem is, even just getting the gate, you're already so behind.
Yeah, well, you're sitting back so defensively here that
with the caveman tech. Well, I guess.
Oh, if he fails to kill that, would be so funny.
Oh,
my God.
Run,
this is too funny. Come on. Oh my God.
Oh, he's hiding in the trees right now.
You should have seen the look on Hero's face. He did that thing where you like pucker one cheek like this.
Yeah, your face is contorting.
Yeah, you're just like, that's too bad. One of those. He really did think it was too bad.
All right. I'm assuming he's not going to shade in with this, but... Oh! Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I guess you could just spray down something and pick it up right away. Glaives.
Of course, it's
Glaives,
Trap.
my friend.
You gotta go Glaives.
If this was a pastry, it'd be a Glaives to donut.
Whoa.
Whoa. I've still got it, guys. I've
still
got
really
it.
good. It's really good.
Yeah. Well, the first dilemma right now for Hero is to just try to get out of his base. Trap, even though he hasn't expanded yet, can be the first one to expand, which is what's most important right now. The ability to expand is more important than even trying to take the base itself. Because if you can keep Hero in timeout over here where he's stuck in his main, that might be all you need. By the way, the Immortals are actually going to charge up on those shield batteries. He's going to come in from a certain angle here, but it seems like Trap's already ready.
I mean, these are all decent tries, what he's doing right now. And you know what? I think as he gets another Immortal, maybe he can fly across the map with that. I love how useless this Oracle is. He's getting so little done with it. It's done like as much as that Observer's done.
Yeah. Okay, he's going to start his own base. It's going to be a little bit later than the base here for Trap, but again, you know, the big concern I think is that eventually Trap's going to have so many more Immortals and Glaives. Did he just? Oh, he got it. For a second, I thought I saw him cancel or something weird. So Glaives just finished. So, I mean, the muscle is going to be here for Trap. Hero might be able to play this one out, you know, with some micro tricks, but I don't know, man. Trap's pretty solid in moments like this, you know?
Yeah. Hero's actually going into Disruptor Tech, which I think is a pretty decent idea, but is he going to live to it?
We might not get to see that idea ever come to fruition.
I want to close your eyes.
You want to close my eyes?
Yeah, Tesis, I think you should close your eyes. This is going to be brutal when this comes in.
Okay.
Look at that. Was that a revelation that only got the plate? Like,
yeah, I think so.
What am I even? What is this? What is this thing doing? All right, good micro right there. Good hold by Hero.
Okay, looking to come in again. I don't know. It seems like Trap doesn't want to overcommit here. I think he says, okay, you know, I'm in a good spot, but
it must just have been the fact that there were so many Immortals defensively. Because now he's got Glaives, which I guess he can use for some harassment. But Disruptor is a great counter against this type of
unit. You know, if you don't do a lot with the Glaives right away, it's generally not a great investment. Glaives is one of those upgrades, unlike, you know, like Zealot legs is helpful to the whole game, right?
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
it's like well, eventually you got to get this thing. Glaives is like it's supposed to do something immediately.
It is very much an early game upgrade, but isn't PvP nowadays always considered to be in the early to early mid game?
Yeah, no, we're in what we call super late game. We're in end game right here. As they both have their second bases up. Yeah, this is
like look how many probes. One of them almost has 30 probes. This game can't go on much longer.
Yeah,
it cannot go on much longer.
I mean, the longest PvP I've ever seen, Artos.
Yeah.
We're about to 10 minutes, everybody.
I've seen games where both the main and natural mine out.
What?
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Remember when this used to be that they couldn't kill each other in PvP? No, hold on. They're attack coming out here. Oh! I like how he threw something towards him like it was a
he like dropped him
mine.
out. I felt like he dropped him out and then he couldn't find the key on his keyboard to shoot the balls. Like really? Oh my god. What are we seeing here, Hero? Oh, those were good force fields actually. That was almost like a bait. Hero's doing a great job in this fight right now.
This War Prism might be taken out here.
Oh my god.
What is going on with Hero this game?
It looked so weird for a little bit, but just smashes.
They call me everywhere, man.
They call me everywhere,
yeah,
man?
he was everywhere back there.
Yeah. Oop. Oh, it doesn't quite lose that Immortal somehow. Nice try with the flank
I can't believe that Hero is going to come back and possibly pummel this base.
Good targeting.
Oh my god. Excellent targeting.
That is a lot of Immortals, though.
Okay. Now, there's not quite a bit of anti-air. He's going to get some stalkers come in here, but this could get popped by the Disruptor. Oh, good control. Hey, really good job.
Barely
If he gets that War Prism, there's nothing that can help him keep this base alive here. The War Prism can keep the Immortal alive for so much longer otherwise.
Well, it looks like he's just going to be able to break through, right? I guess a couple Disruptor hits could be helpful.
Oh,
my
you're
God,
so
are
good.
you kidding me?
He's so good.
Every time.
Look at that. He doesn't even care about the disruptions. He's like, whatever. It's like they're like flies or something.
Yeah.
It's annoying. Get out of here.
It's like, you never get hit by those.
GG.
Wow.
Damn.
Hero wins that game? That's crazy.
Trap is looking a little bit frustrated with that. Trying to hold back a smile there. Like, well, okay.
Yeah, look at that lip bite right there.
Yeah.
Jeez. So I'm really surprised and impressed that Hero was able to take him out there. Showing how good of a unit Immortal can be.
There's Ragnarok pops out of a Nidus right by the PC.
Luckily we were out of game so Immortals didn't kill it. That would have been painful. I just wonder right now who GG and Enemy is cheering for.
That's the big question.
Yeah. Now, it's kind of funny seeing Hero up 1-0 right now because I do feel like Trap is, again, the strongest player in the group.
Yeah.
But if Hero just gets out in first place, I feel like if I'm Impact or Special, I might be a little bit upset about that, you know?
Yeah. That wasn't in the script.
Yeah. You kind of expect for Trap to do it, but... All right, next map going to be Cyber Forest. Thank God we're not going to go to one of these interesting maps like Thunderbird, Turbo Cruise, or GSL
God forbid. Cyber Forest will be the map, as Artos has said. Right now, Hero, shockingly, with a 1-0 lead against Trap, where it really seemed like Trap had the upper hand at the start. Hero, with his control and finesse, closed it out.
Jin Air Green Wings. Trap. Triumphant Zon Gaming. Hero.
Cool. It was some great control. It looked at the beginning when they were in the center that Hero was whiffing it, and then just the force fields came down and beautiful micro there.
Well, that's one of the reasons why Hero, you know, for a period of time was killing basically everybody with his timed attacks. Is he's actually the best at fighting.
He's the best at fighting?
He's the best at fighting. Like if you take
Hero can beat up my pro gamer dad?
Absolutely. He can beat up all of our pro gamer dads. Like he's just way stronger at kind of getting in there and then controlling the units correctly. You know, most of the time with timing attacks, you know, at least half the time players hold them off, unless it's some kind of trend that's going on, in which case, you know, the timing attack will be dominating everybody until the other race or other players kind of figure out, okay, here's how you hold this off. But Hero had so much success with that because he's just really smart with controlling his units and his army. And so I think it's no surprise that even though I think Trap had a more sophisticated approach to that game, and I think in a lot of ways had the right setup to close the game out and get a win, Hero just controlled better and kind of moved through. The disruptor shots were so ineffective because Hero was so graceful in how he controlled everything.
Yeah, the Trap seemed to be just out of range every time. It was like he didn't want them to get jumped upon, which definitely can occur when there's that many Immortals. If you're too close, Immortals will just gun them down before they go off.
It should be pointed out too, though, in case you guys, or some of you are just tuning in, that was a game where they proxied their pylons next to each other and didn't know until like as late as you could possibly have that there's a pylon hidden right next to where you're trying to hide something.
Right now, there is that proxy Stargate from Hero. So will Trap actually have a battery ready in time? It's a big question. A couple of Adepts coming out, pushing these Stalkers back a bit. He wants them to play with the Adepts. Wow, I'm surprised he let that finish. Oh, you know what? I wonder if he does this on purpose to make sure that the Stalkers are not anywhere near the base to stop the Oracle.
Oh, that's a good point. You know, when you have so many limited units at the start of a game,
generally
having them
With
relocate.
them, though. Like, generally you zone with the two Stalkers at the front of the base anyways.
Let's also keep in mind that battery's there. He has the Adepts done. Does that force him to maybe make that finish there or something like that? And he can try to pop in there. Now it cancels.
Okay, the first Oracle coming up right now. Shield battery about to finish. Fortunate for him. Oh no, that's the wrong color. Sorry. Oh wow, 4 kills already. Oh, looks like he will lose that Oracle.
Okay. For a second, I thought he wasn't looking there. You know, the Stalker was so late to actually attack that. Now we've got Trap beginning to come out of his base. His robotics facility is about to finish.
Yeah, he's playing it pretty much as hard of a defensive macro game as you really can in this matchup right now. He's got those additional sentries going into that nice robotics tech. Well,
a little bit indecisive there. Yeah, you better make your mind up, Hero.
It's like, well,
he's like, nothing will have shields.
Yeah. Shield batteries disagree with him on that.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Well, this is one way for an entire game to fall apart as well.
Yeah.
2 Adepts is the bare minimum you need to do an insane amount of damage to an opponent's main here early on. We've had a lot of games that are just lost because these 2 Adepts get in there.
Look at that, 6 kills. Better than the Oracles.
Trap headed southbound here, looking to try to pick a fight as a Hero. Basically, the time for the Oracle is kind of done. There's an expansion up, not a lot to defend. Hero's trying to remake probes because he took such a beating from those 2 Adepts that got in there early on.
These
and the
Stalkers
shield batteries.
Oh, he actually just lets 2 of them up. I mean, I don't think that's going to do it.
Cover them.
Yeah, he's got the 2 Oracles going over, and there's just too much there.
I think Trap's just ready for everything. Look at this.
Yeah. Seems like he's just got him.
Yep. No Immortals popping out here to save the day either.
Nope. Even going to unpower these gateways. Yeah, the Oracles come back with the recall. It's just not enough, though.
Yep. Is it, though? No, he's got some more warp-ins here. GG. Trap takes game 2. So we're tied up 1-1.
Yeah, very well done there by Trap. Just kind of deflecting everything Hero had. And our next map going to be Kairos Junction.
Even though our results are even right now, I think it's fair to say that Trap has looked to be the better player. He definitely had a lot more moments where he was winning. Basically, Hero won with incredible control right there in the end, kind of defying odds.
He executed it very well and ended up taking the victory, so that's great. But yeah, Trap kind of falls back on a slightly more defensive strategy here. Nails his timings on everything.
Yeah.
You know, it takes a little bit of damage from the proxy Oracle. His shield battery is timed out for a main base Oracle. And yeah, it's just kind of stomps through him. Hero playing fast and loose there, but unable to find that probe damage he needed.
Well, let's go to game 3 now. you're mentioning Kairos Junction as our map. Trap looking very strong, but Hero has shown that he can lean back into that great unit control. Even if, you know, technically he's not in a good spot, he's very good at fighting. Now let's also, in Hero's defense, Trap got inside that main with 2 Adepts and killed off a good amount of workers. And that makes the setup for that attack very easy to do.
Absolutely. That's a big part of it.
But it's 1 base versus 1 base. If you lose 5 or 6 probes, I mean, that hurts. Even though, you know, you can have an Oracle that might kill some workers, the pacing's different. The Oracle doesn't have utility throughout all of the early game like that. You know, it can run out of energy after those moments. It can't be utilized in the same way. Whereas you kill that much with those Adepts, and even 1 Adept gets out, and then you do the attack in, not much you can do to defend.
No.
Our game is now loading up. Trap versus Hero. The winner moves on to the round of 8 in the GSL.
Jin Air Green Wings, Trap. Triumphant Song Gaming, Hero.
Alright. See, I have a feeling that Hero will definitely keep up the aggression, but what are we going to see from Trap? Right, the way he played that, I mean, absolutely nothing wrong with it, but it felt like what people were doing a few months ago, where it's like you get your hallucination, you kind of have some stalkers hold on, you take your Nexus, you know, you're playing a slightly more defensive game.
What's this? What? No hidden pylons yet, Artosis? Actually, we still have plenty of time for something weird to come down.
Yeah. Don't need him right off, but soon enough.
Let's see where they start to go, though. Here we go, Trap going up. Yes. And he's not just, you know, counting the points on that cactus there at the top.
No, probably not.
That probe is there with purpose.
I mean, he might be doing it.
Yeah.
Because he's sitting there waiting, but there goes the pylon. Is he actually going to put anything at that pylon, though? Sometimes you just hide a pylon just so your opponent thinks that there's something out there.
This is a very advanced technique, since they're going to count that, you just put it out there, and then they will expect there to be some kind of crazy tech when there's in fact nothing coming at all. And so we have a Stalker and a Sentry being made. It's going to be the Robotech to start things off for Hero. We're waiting to see what Trap is going to choose, what fork in the road you pick. One of the things about Protoss in general is it's unique that once the core finishes, there are so many different techs available. I think it's one of the reasons why Protoss are able to do certain types of cheese in ways, just throughout all of StarCraft, all 20, 21 years of StarCraft that we've had. The core allows you to go in insanely different directions.
Yeah.
You know, oh, you want to go for air units, or do you want to go for a robo, which, by the way, there's all these different ways that can go. You want to go into DTs or Blink.
Well, that is a very racial design of Protoss, right? Is that you get all of your tech options at very, very early into the game, whereas Zerg, you have to get up to Lair, then you have to get up to Hive, and with Terran, you know, you've got the tech tree of Barracks, Factory, Starport.
Right. And that's also why you can see players go into one tech, but they're always lacking in another tech, basically, when you're Protoss. So you never have the whole thing. And then when you see Protoss in the late game, it means they have all those early game techs they were trying to get. One of those ones they were trying to get, they filled in the other ones later on. And so whenever you see Protoss teching up, it's not just what they have, it's what they've given up on having to be in this position early on.
Yeah, it's a good way to think about it, I think.
It's one of the ways that, you know, occasionally DTs will just kill somebody.
Yes.
You know, where it's like, well, you didn't get detection, sorry.
Even in StarCraft 2, we've had that.
Yeah, every once in a while you get this spot, you go, yeah, that's it, man. If you can't see the invisible units, they'll kill everything. It's not all the time. And that's also why PvP technically has... there's so many different ways that the matchup can go early on that you have to be a real veteran of all aspects of early game if you're going to be good.
Yeah.
But I think it's also when we saw SOS have some of the best PvPs ever, was he was so good at handling these unique situations, because SOS for a lot of StarCraft 2 has basically been the player that was the best at thinking on his feet.
Yeah, lots of mind games and whatnot.
Yeah, lots of intuition.
Look at this game, right? It's a 3-gate robo play here from Hero. Trap scouted it with Hallucination, cancels Nexus, went up his ramp. It's still going to be a little bit hard to hold, but he's going directly into Disruptor tech.
Now, we've seen this before, guys, with the Disruptor tech, and it was Hero that was completely untouched by this.
But I think it's a good choice, especially when you're stuck down your ramp in a situation like this. I feel like you will find some damage. Good micro there by Trap. Look at that.
This is great.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Seriously though.
Here's our Toast's play-by-play then. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah, stop him. Somebody stop him.
Hey guys, I'm a gamecaster. Oh my god. I can't believe what I'm seeing here.
I can't believe it. He wanted that gateway so bad. He wanted that gate.
Yeah, no, I end up sometimes saying weird stuff in play-by-play too. That was funny.
It's like I'm watching an Immortal kill an Immortal that's right-clicked on a gateway. I'm like, that's not how it's supposed to go. By the way, this is...
Your reaction was very genuine too.
Yeah. So he's actually getting speed for his Prism, which is super cool with Immortals, but also getting that Disruptor now. I really like how Trap's going about this. He's adding 3 gates here.
Yeah.
And of course, he lost 2 gates, so it's not like he's going 5 gates, everybody.
It's not like he's insecure and he's trying to make up for something else. Okay, he needed those.
He did. Speed Prism makes this super neato.
Okay, here comes the Hallucinated Phoenix for the Scout. All right, we're going to Disruptor versus Disruptor. Pure chaos, Artosis.
Yeah. Well, the speed is done for this Prism.
All right, guys. Let's get those shots in sync. Come on.
Oh, there's no battery. They don't care. Yeah. This is the one time you really can't just let your hair down and shoot how you want.
Let your hair down. Yeah, exactly. Hey, you do you this harass, okay?
Yeah, just shoot how you like.
Yeah, don't worry about them out there. They don't matter.
Just target the same probe.
Yeah.
Just hide the Prism. I mean, not the Prism, the Disruptor. He picked up.
He might have actually.
As the Phoenix was coming, but
that'd be a good catch if he did do that. Artosis.
Well, Trap is going into Stargate, so I don't think so. Sorry, I don't know why I just got that.
Trap
I'm surprised that he's going into Stargate because Stargate used to be a counter to this type of play.
Okay,
damage that pylon.
Yeah,
like crazy.
Where are your pylon shields now?
Was that Disruptor off as well? It's kind of a cool way to try to chase it. He wasn't on a speed Prism, could have lost it there. Oh, is he just going to go Phoenixes with this? I think so,
I guess you can. That can kill War Prisms and pick up Disruptors.
Yeah, canceling the Disruptor shot is just so powerful.
Yeah. Well, then you have this thing, your micro, that doesn't even do anything.
Yeah.
As far as the Disruptor player goes. All right, so he's going to try to come up now again. Keep in mind these naturals as well as the ramp. There's not a lot of surface area to try to move around on, so sometimes you can get a Disruptor shot off that really does a lot of damage.
God. Good split there by Trap.
All right, what is there, a second upgrade for the War Prism? I felt like that was even faster than I've ever seen it before.
Well, there was a sense of urgency that time.
It's like Mario Kart, like it touches a star or something, and it just goes crazy fast. Okay, here we go. Got to see where these Disruptor shots land.
Not the best one right there. Has that Phoenix out.
Oh!
Nasty shot. And then a whiff. Is Hero just going to micro his way to victory? Well, at this point, we can call it macro as well since he's way up in supply.
Yeah.
Look at Trap here. He's trying so hard to get these Disruptors to hit something. Ah! He doesn't know the rules of Disruptors. That was clear that one shot first, and he let it do it.
He's like, just watch
let it happen.
Whoa.
He's like, no, I believe hard enough, I can do it. No.
If the fans cheer hard enough, my Disruptor shot will come out first. Good pickup here. Takes out the Immortal. Great play.
Nice. That was good.
And I think Trap might even try to pursue here. Another good pickup here. Dropping that. But he's zoned him back. Okay.
Ooh!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh my god! I can't even believe it! Graceless, did you see that?
Oh! Oh!
The humanity!
People think you're play-by-play, and it's actually someone just dumped a bucket of spiders on you. That's why you're saying that.
And you can't tell if I love or hate the spiders.
Yeah, you just don't know. It's... Oh! That was sick. Okay, he takes out that disruptor.
Oh! Oh my god!
Oh my god! Can Hero actually do this? His supply is beginning to shrink here. And I think that's it. GG! Trap takes it.
Wow.
Oh my god! He went on a round of 8.
Well done by Trap there, picking up the victory 2-1. It was close. That was a nice series though, as far as PvP goes. As far as anything goes, really. Very tight. It's back and forth play there at the end. Hero awaits the winner of Impact and Special.
Well, this is, the result we thought was going to happen, right? We thought Trap probably going to be the guy to move on. He's been on fire lately, but Hero's not eliminated yet. We're going to go to an interview now and see how Trap is feeling now that he is the first player in Group C to advance to the round 8. It will be translated by Andy, and I think the interview is ready now. Go ahead, Andy.
Hello guys, we are going to have an interview with the first winner of Group C, Hero. Oh no, Trap. Hello Trap, congratulations. Thank you.
네, 이번에도 8강에 안착했습니다.
So you now safely move on to the round of 8. How do you feel?
마지막에
The last moment
마지막 경기에서
in the last game.
유리해졌다고 생각했는데
I feel like I had the upper hand.
컨트롤이 너무 어려워서
And then my micro was like hard to execute because I was in a difficult situation.
저희는 조성우 선수 아니면 우리는 하면 안 되는 거구나. 이 정도로
And we were like so amazed at your micro.
이렇게 손이 많이 가는 조합을 운영할 수 있는 거구나 생각을 했거든요. 어렵긴 하신 거예요.
It was a difficult micro, right?
게임 하면서 이제
in the game,
분열기를 같이 써야 되는 상황이었는데
I had to use both the disruptor and the immortal,
관리가 잘 안
and that takes a lot of effort, and it's hard to manage.
생각이 들 정도였어요.
프로도 그런 생각을 하는군요.
I guess professionals have hard time doing that too.
오늘 승자전도 완벽했는데
today your winners match has been phenomenal.
사실 썬더버드 승리는 참 신기했거든요.
Your victory in Thunderbird was quite amazing.
조합으로 승리를 거뒀습니다. 그 원래 의도된 조합이었어요.
Was the play intentional?
네.
Yes, it was.
저는 메카닉 상대로 그렇게 해야 된다고
I go for the
생각해가지고
combination against mechanic players.
초반에 많이 유리했었는데
I had the upper hand in the beginning of the game.
스카이로 바로 넘어갔으면은 아마
And then things started to go slightly wrong. So, but I still coped well.
많이 이겼던 것 같군요. 자, 시즌 1에 이어서 이번에도 좋은
Continuing on from the season 1, you're still on a roll.
제가 아까 들으니까 요즘 레더에
You might heard before
MMR 7점 넘는 아이디가
that
있고
there's a player with a MMR that's higher than 7K right now.
있다는 게 사실이에요.
Is that true?
세 개긴 한데.
세 개예요.
네, 근데 사실이긴 한데.
Actually, I do hold 3 accounts above 7K.
한 1-2주, 그러니까 32강 경기를 끝나고
After the round of 32.
네.
그러고 나서 이제 게임을 다시 시작을 했는데.
I've started playing the game again.
너무 안 풀리는 거예요.
And then games didn't work well for me.
그 계정들은 있긴 한데 다시 유지하기가 힘들 것
So
같아요.
yes, I do have the account, but it's probably hard to maintain the high MMR.
연습량이 무서운 것 같아요. 지금
I think you practice really a lot.
좀 서러우실 것 같은데요.
I think your practice load has been quite phenomenal recently, right?
하루 종일 요즘에는 게임 생각만 하고 있어가지고.
These days, I only think about the game, and I practice day and night. And I try not to get behind other players.
남아있는 GSL 진출자로서 연습
as the only GSL, as the only junior player to make it to the round of 16, how do you feel?
좀 쉬엄쉬엄하는 분위기예요. 그래도
other players are taking a rest right now, like the online competitions as well.
그래도 팀원들의 도움을 많이 받았어요.
And I've had help from the junior members,
많은 도움이 된 것 같아요.
and I think it's been a big help.
조성우 선수의 8강 무척 기대가 됩니다.
We are looking forward to your round of 8.
조에서 나오죠.
And you will play against one of the Group D players.
누구 딱 고르라고 해도 고르고 싶은 상대는 없을 것 같은데.
So who would you rather play against in the Group D? Okay, mic drop.
아,
Oh my
던져버릴
God.
정도로 많이 싫으신가요?
Damn, what a statement. Drop the mic.
B조 선수들 중에 원하는
Out of
선수들밖에
Kurti,
없고요. 제가
I don't prefer
A조
player.
라인이었으면 좋았을 텐데라는 생각은 좀 들어요.
I hope I
와,
got
이렇게
to
조성우
play
선수가
against one of the
놀라서
A and B
마이크를
players.
던져버릴 정도로 위협적인 상대들 토요일에 확인을 해볼 수가 있습니다. 자, 조성우 선수 팬들에게 마지막 한마디
Any last words to
들어보겠습니다.
your fans?
오늘 경기장에 많이 응원해 주셨는데
You know, there are a lot of fans here at the venue today,
드리고 싶고요.
and I appreciate it.
이제 8강은 이제 항상
The round of 8,
올라갈 수 있다고
you know, I've
생각하고요.
always had confidence that I'll make it to the round of 8.
이번 시즌 목표는 결승이니까.
And this
많이
season's goal is to
기대해
make
주세요.
it to the finals.
결승
And please look forward to my
기대하도록 하겠습니다. 다시 한번 축하드립니다.
performance. Thank you.
Thank you, Andy. Good job.
이렇게 첫 번째 8강 진출자
okay, well,
진여
now we got
그리스
3
조성우
players
선수
remaining.
만나봤고요.
We
계속해서
gotta get rid of
GSL
2 of them.
이벤트 안내해드리겠습니다.
Okay. Let's do it.
Yes. But look, we thought the trap was probably going to advance. Yeah, and then coming up, you know, for the losers match, we got to see if the non-Korean hope special, Young
Maybe he can
Juanito,
do it. Come
is going
up,
to do it.
Get his revenge.
Real quick, if you are in our studio audience, hang on to your tickets. We have a giveaway at the end of the show. It's cool collector stuff they don't even let us have. You do not want to miss out on that.
Yes, definitely keep those tickets. Yeah, I think that's it.
Let's go to a commercial.
Yeah, I want to get in the next match.
Okay. We'll be back.
Every step is tied to what we dream. When all we got is you and me. Every step is tied to what we dream. When all we got is you and me. Through the tempest, through the storm, we'll run amidst the thunder while it pours. Won't ever stop and doubt our way. Never think about tomorrow, just today. I'ma move my body, yeah. 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 You hit me like thunder.
오른쪽 쏘면 인코스 자체가 50 가까이 차이 날 수 있습니다.
들어싸우나요?
이제는 게 너무 완벽했기 때문에
생애 최초로 16강에 올라갑니다. 와, 진짜 신입어.
Round of 16.
It's my turn now.
GSL Season 2, Code S, Renaissance.
Artosis, did you hear the news?
What's the news?
The WHO has now deemed gaming addiction as an actual disease.
Yes, I did hear about that. Actually.
Are you going to cash out on that insurance money like I am?
No.
Listen, guys, fellow gameaholics, thank you for joining us. My name is Tasteless, and I'm a gameaholic too.
I just like StarCraft.
Yeah.
I think other games are dumb. No, actually, I like other games.
Yeah, other games are good too.
I played another game.
Yeah?
When was the last time? It was a while ago, but I'm planning on playing a different game soon.
Yeah?
Yeah. I've been feeling the itch.
By the way, we got tape over Juanito's shirt. Can't have that logo showing up on this stream. Good thing now we have no idea what it is. Going forward in this match, special Juanito, the non-Korean hope.
Yeah.
Just the great nation of Mexico.
Just got done painting the team house with no regret.
Yeah, that's right. I'm glad he got his spackle paint shirt on.
It's time. New Repugnancy, Thunderbird, and Kairos Junction. Is he still going to use that battlecruiser tech? I'm hoping so, but Impact's a very aggressive player. Maybe it's time for Special to play turtly.
Let's find out. Game 1's loading up. Impact for Special. The loser is out of the GSL.
Team LP, Impact. Ocean Gaming, Special.
Okay, I actually have a quick question about that thing, because I think you probably read more of it than I did. I just saw
Saw the headlines?
A couple headlines. So if it becomes recognized as a disease, like it's video game addiction, right?
Yeah.
So if you say that you have that, does that mean that you get money? Is that how that works?
Well, I mean, the thing is, it would depend, right? I mean, it's if you have certain types of disabilities, or I think depending on the country you're in. I mean, we're in America, so we probably don't get any help at all, no matter what. But but if you're in some countries, I mean, maybe you get some kind of coverage or some kind of treat. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Could be very interesting for the game industry to see how they deal with this.
So, actually, my mother thought that I had a video game addiction, because there was stories on the day, right? So I played StarCraft 1 very heavily, obviously. I won tournaments in America and stuff, and came here eventually, as everyone knows. But at the time, video games were getting quite popular, and EverQuest was the really popular one, and 60 Minutes
that was the one the media went after.
Yeah. So basically 60 Minutes is where my mom's generation figured out everything that was going on. So she watched one on that about it, and she was pretty sure that that's what was going on with me. I was like, no, listen, I'm training to go to Korea because I'm going to be a professional, and they do that over there, and it can be done, and I'm really good. Okay, that's why I go to turns. And she was pretty sure that that wasn't the case until I finally got to Korea, but yeah.
You know, another time that was a big deal in gaming was when the Radiant systems came out. There was that whole thing where Mortal Kombat was the game, and you know the news would do stories about you ripping the other guy's heart out. Oh, by the way, you know a game that always stayed true to itself was Mortal Kombat, man. They just they kept getting the violence crazier and crazier. They doubled down for sure. I respect that.
When one of my friends in elementary school or whatever told me the blood code.
Oh yeah,
game-changing thing that was.
Yeah,
happy days.
I remember being a young kid.
My mom was not happy when she saw me typing that in for my younger brother.
Absolutely. Yeah. Try getting rent that game out of Blockbuster with my mom. I got busted too. She's like, "Wait, what is this game? Is this on the news?" But yeah, we'll have to see how that law is passed and what that's going to do.
BC build here.
Yes,
coming up. Nothing harass actually. Let's see how much he gets done.
So far, not so good.
Yeah, just like one drone.
Yeah.
Okay, but I mean, just keeping a little bit of pressure on seeing what's what. Should be feeling pretty safe overall. No full wall, so there are some speedlings on the way. Might see an attack coming up. We'll see. Redroning.
Yeah, the only thing about these BC builds is they do seem to be susceptible to a variety of types of rushes. Now, by the way, that's faking out the cloak tech here. Oh no, I'm sorry. Is he actually going to go for it? No, he cancels it. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, we do know Impact as a player he's inclined to cheese. He's inclined to do aggressive attacks. I don't know if he's going to do any just yet, but we want to watch for that because, I mean, the battle cruiser's only just now started, and it actually takes quite a while to build one.
Yeah, it takes a bit of time, but when it comes out, it's pretty darn strong. Now, a Baneling Nest on the way, the layer coming up as well. There are new and improved ways to hold on against the battlecruiser rushes. A lot of times you want a good amount of queens, spread them out. Generally, you're going to be kind of fighting it with 3 queens at a time, kind of kiting back. I wonder if we're going to see a Nidus here from Impact, because Niduses have definitely had mixed success against the battlecruiser rushes.
Well, I think it would not be a bad setup. I mean, the layer seems to make me think that we certainly could have something like that.
Looks like he's getting an Overseer immediately for some scouting potential, but we don't see a... Oh, 2 Overseers, actually.
The Hellions will try to come in once more to do a little bit of damage.
That must be because of the Banshee, why you got the second one, right?
Yeah. Even though there is no Banshee coming.
It's an awfully big Banshee.
Yeah. Stim's now starting. So we'll be going into bio tech from here on out. Now the BC is warped across the map.
And it is just a single BC. He's not making any more at the moment.
All right, you're going to target these down correctly. This kind of reminds me of that Oracle that just decided to eliminate all the shields.
Pretty good so far. I mean, 5 kills, not bad. See what else he ends up getting. Pretty good management by Impact so far, I think. He's been putting a lot of damage on it, so it's going to have to go into the corner and wait for its jump. So it gets an Overlord as well.
He's got to be careful. He didn't actually hide in the corner, so I think this is going to just get gunned down. Okay, well, there's one way.
He actually almost made it out of there. He went further than I thought he would.
Yeah.
I was kind of surprised he tried, though.
You know, whenever you see a unit die in StarCraft, it matters, but it's hard to emphasize how big of a deal it is when it's the battlecruiser. Normally, the biggest deal unit you see is like a Warp Prism killed off. Maybe that has something in it, but really when the BC was the entire game for about 5 minutes was leading up to this one unit coming out, and that's actually killed off. That's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, it didn't do as much as it really kind of needed either.
Also, you had to factor in that you're basically guaranteed to do quite a bit of damage. So the 2 medevacs load up, and they're going to be sent out.
So Lingbane Muta is going to be the strategy of choice here from Impact. We've seen from him some very strong Lingbane Muta games recently. Even in the macro sense, he's not just a cheeser.
Okay, coming forward now. Keep in mind there's no BC backup here. There's a lot of Banelings being made. There's no Baneling speed just yet, so fancy footwork can get you a long way against this with Stim Marines. But the Queens coming forward here can actually drive out the medevacs. Beautifully done. One medevac does go down. I'm getting a little bit worried here for Special. You know?
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's doing... Yeah, nothing seems to be going exceedingly well for him. You know, the block on the BC was reasonably good. He lost the BC, which was a real heartbreaker. Like, if he jumps it back, I think it's, like, totally fine, right? You can just continually use it, but... Let's see what he gets done with this. The Baneling speed is going to finish up pretty quick here, and there's going to be mutas out. So those two things could help him to stop this push, but this fourth base looks like it might be going down.
Okay, now this position here with these tanks is so sick.
That is so sick.
As long as he gets Marines over to cover that from mutas.
There's evolution chambers there, too.
Yeah, this is like...
He's getting me scared.
Wow. In fact, I don't even know if the mutas can really dive in again. And actually, Special might just win this with a push. You know, guys, one thing about Special, I don't know if he gets enough credit. He really does have like some of the craziest pushes in the game.
Oh, he always knows all the good places to hit. Oh my God, he prevents the +1. That's crazy. Oh, that's so good for him.
Armor's handy to have, but you really need that +1 to help out a lot here.
But without the +1, you're not going to get the +2, and your Banelings are just that much less effective.
Okay, here we go. Now, again, no +1 attack. These Banes are about to come in. Good pickups here. Is there enough surface area, though, to move his infantry back?
That is a lot of Banelings. It seems like he will end up clearing it eventually, right? Or not? Or not at all? Not even close?
Bending the laws of space and time is Special to actually get back over there. The tank stays alive. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. And, yeah. I mean, I think he can pack up and leave if he wants. He can try to reinforce his attack.
You know, like, have you tipped the scales in such a way that you can continue this? I think so, when it's against Lingbane Muta and you killed it all. It's like mostly just Queens in this army.
Yeah, Zerg can only chase it away so far, basically off of the creep, but again, 2 more tanks. They, you know, unite with the rest of this army here. There's a decent number of Queens out here, but I would say the Muta and the Ling is just not sufficient, you know. Queens are kind of the final, it's the straw that breaks the camel's back in a lot of defense here, where you just have enough Queens, you kind of drive them away, but there's no core army here that's really that impressive. You know, the few number of Banes can basically be shot down by the tanks and the Marines before they get close enough.
Yeah, this is really painful here for him.
GG.
It seemed like he was doing a good job.
Juanito.
And then just could not break that ridiculously strong push.
I gotta say, that was great. I mean, let's remember that battlecruiser was picked off at the start. So, I mean, you know, and we even saw one of the medevacs taken out. I thought, wow, you know, Special's gonna have a hard time here. I don't think he's gonna take it, but the thing about him is his pushes are so strong. When he gets that position, there are a few players that are as good as Special at basically eking out a ton of damage as those fights go down.
Yeah, he did do a great job there. The splits behind the minerals and everything. Beautifully done. Impact just completely unable to hold. Thunderbird going to be our next map.
That's the call of the Thunderbird.
Do you know the name of the Thunderbird Pokemon that's legendary?
What is it?
Do you know?
No, I don't. I don't know.
Zapdos.
Zapdos.
That's right.
And if that Pokemon was a caster, its name would be Zapdosis.
Yes, yeah, that's right.
Okay, game 2 is loaded up. This is Impact versus Special. Continuing on with this best of 3.
시작됩니다.
Why not? BBS, or not BBS, but double proxy barracks.
SBB.
That's right. BBS was actually way too strong in this game.
Yeah, that was crazy when you could do that.
It was hilarious. So what I'm talking about is basically you have to build the supply depot before the barracks.
Not always, though.
That was not the case in StarCraft 1. It was not the case in the beginning of StarCraft 2. And it was so broke in the beginning of StarCraft 2 that both SCV health got nerfed from 60 to 45 and the barracks got nerfed so that you had to build it after a depot because it was like, as Protoss, for instance, you would have to go cannons on a ramp, and you would barely hold it.
Yeah, it was insane.
And then if they weren't doing that, you were screwed because you had cannons on your ramp. Like
you're like, oh, great. Well,
3 MMR.
I'm glad my ramp is okay.
Yeah, but it was
I guess we'll have to find another spot to attack me. Now up.
He has 3 SCVs, so he can just mine through. This is a really cool strat.
Oh yeah, look at that.
You can't bring drones over to attack it very easily, can you?
Nope.
Like,
no,
even if you do it
sirree.
over there. Yeah, exactly. Now, what if he accidentally mines the wrong minerals and doesn't make a hole?
I wasn't paying attention. He just GGs and leaves. He gets up and runs out of the studio. We never see him again. I'm embarrassed.
My gosh.
Luckily, he's paying attention. Oh, look at how cool this is, guys.
Yeah. I love this type of thing, man. I'm so glad that we have these maps.
The SCVs can come in here like it's the 3 wise men. We come bearing gifts of minerals. Oh my God. Are you serious?
Man. Now he sees it. That's rough. Right after he scouted. And now he can't cancel. He has to try to hold it, which is just not going to occur. It's a lot of drones.
So he's got the arc. Keep in mind the SCV's pathing for building the depot is random. So
I like what he's doing. He's trying to zone with the drones and get the SCVs dead, but that one's going to finish it.
Okay, so now he's going to go for the dive here.
Yeah, not
which won't work.
out.
Stutter step, micro. Queen's out.
Oh man, he just doesn't have anything going on right now. No spines, no Baneling Nest, no Roach Warren. He's got a damaged queen and a few lings.
Ling speed is so far out, I can't imagine that's going to factor into holding his rush.
Yeah.
The hatchery should be long dead before that's even done. 2 bunkers complete, 2 SCVs there. Hatchery halfway done.
Even
no transfuses in the bank here.
A full surround here would not stop this.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
GG.
Wow. Disappointing night for Impact. Ouch. All right, that means that Special goes on after he puts his shoes on to the next match.
The nation of Mexico is holding its breath. In fact, the world is holding its breath.
Well, you know what? With how quick the games are tonight, I think they'll be fine. We'll actually know before they run out of holding breath.
Before they pass out.
Yeah.
Impact certainly unhappy with that loss. That was very quick. And this means we now go to the final match, guys. Special versus Hero. I almost forgot who it was for a second. Special versus Hero is going to be the next match.
Yes.
And one of those 2 players is going to move on to the round of 8. It's going to be huge, whoever manages to move on. Special or whoever the other guy is. All right, we're going to be right back. Don't go away.
경기 준비 끝났습니다. 1사 대결의 시작하겠습니다.
프로토스가 체제를 바꿨기 때문에 진짜 2밖에 없으면
원래 드럼이 예언자가 와서 막아야 되잖아요.
네.
근데 빌드가 바뀌었기 때문에 이사들 유닛이 없어요.
3사정이 빠지는 게 낫지 않을까요?
와, 진짜 9개나 더.
아, 거기다 선 관측선이라.
네. 그러니까 본진 난입도 무서워서 이렇게 수비를 할 수밖에 없었던 건데 이게 빌드를 튼 만큼 야 이거 상당히 후회하겠는데요.
총 관측선 숫잡아야겠는데요.
아, 여기 오는데 데미지
이거 관측선이 상대 본진 쪽에 갈 때 벤시랑 마주쳤어요. 근데 은폐 벤시의 피해를 입는 건 백동준 입장에서 너무 아픈데요.
네, 이건 흔들리고 있습니다. 두개 나와서 흔드는데 이거 할 수 있는 게 없어요.
생각보다 이전에 고병
경기 준비 끝났습니다. 2세트 경기를 시작하겠습니다.
바이오닉의 움직임이 없어요.
화염차.
어디 가나요? 드랍안입니다. 드랍안이에요.
근데 많아요. 많아요. 입구 실수도 안 했고요.
그렇죠.
아이고. 넉백으로
5.
데미지 또 못 넣고.
6. 아직 안 끝났는데 7.
어허.
8. 9. 근데 이미 손해예요. 탐사정 찍으면서 트리플 찍고 운영해야겠다 싶을 때쯤 자극제 먹고 와요.
보고. 병력이 떠나지 않았어. 방금은 이 정도 됐으면 병력이 전진 배치될 수도 있겠지 싶은 약간 이제 그런 심리전을 그랬는데 이제 다행히 백동준 선수가 더 이상 피해를 받지 않았죠.
네.
이거 그래서 양방향이죠.
그렇죠. 6시까지.
네, 지금 내렸고.
하필 열어놨어요.
자, 23에서 폭풍.
또 많이 맞긴 했어요, 비장갑.
네. 태우고.
근데 이 문제는
해방전.
어차피 고병 선수는 이게 진짜가 아니에요. 진짜는 이거 반대쪽에서 때리는 건데.
너무 멈춰있는데요, 6시.
네.
6시 병력, 6시.
근데 프로토스도 좀 쓸데없이 거신이 많이 잡히긴 했어요.
그렇죠.
네.
약 20가량의 인구수가 빠져있으면 인구수 차이가 40가량 나는 거예요. 이거 너무 아프긴 했는데.
근데 이제 막타가 마무리 공격 이루어지지 않으면 또 몰라요.
한시에 있는 광전사도 뭘 해야 되거든요.
그렇죠.
숫자는 좀 꽤 남아있거든요.
지금 테란이 자원을 잘 먹고 있기 때문에 싸움이 길어져서 좋을 게 없어요. 뭐 그냥 정신 없어요.
이게 양 선수 모두 집중이 좀 안 되고 있는데 앞서 말씀드린 대로 이럴 때 더 큰 피해는 프로토스입니다.
네.
그리고 고병진 선수는 미래에 대한 투자가 다 이루어지고 있어요.
공방 사업도 이제 곧 나고요.
그에 비해 백동준 선수는 이걸 어찌어찌 막는다고 회의도 남아있는 연결체 얼마 되지 않는 데다가 기다려서 좋을 수 있는 업그레이드도 단 하나도 없습니다.
제재! 기름이 끝났습니다. 여러분의 뜨거운 박수로 1사 대결을 시작하겠습니다.
예상을 좀 했었는데 의외네요. 이건 두 번째 맵 때문에도 심리전을 위해서 그냥 쓴 것 같아요.
네.
반응로를 입구에 지었고 그걸 대군주가 보고 있다.
보고 각 잡는 거죠.
지금 원수 선수 입장에선 만찬이 지금 눈앞에 있어요.
네, 지금 회식 준비 중이에요.
화염차가 나와서 중앙 지역 쪽에 바퀴를 만나는 경우는 거의 없거든요.
네.
지금 왠지 바퀴 이동 속도도 빨라 보이는데요. 발걸음이 가벼워요. 발업 저글링까지 준비해서 완전 더 극단적으로 몰아쳐도 해볼 만한 상황인 것은 맞는데, 근데 이제 화염차를 결국 정리하지 못하다 보니까 목표가 딱 이 정도죠.
그렇죠.
입구 열고 건설로 적당히 끊어주고 벤시가 오라를 만한 타이밍에는 내가 딱 그땐 접겠다.
깨고
벙커 하나가 완성됐지만 이건 그냥 무시하고 들어가도 될 정도의 벤시가 나와도 이거 들어가서 건설로 때려줘도 괜찮아 보이거든요.
네, 그냥 들어가서 비집고 들어가 아예 깰 생각?
여기를 깨고 이 자리에서 더 버틴 것도 괜찮은 게 깊숙이 들어가다가 전멸한 것도 약간 의식이 되죠.
네, 더 들어갔는데 벤시 지금 나왔습니다.
거기다 이거 지금 들어왔는데 지게로봇 막 떨어진 신상입니다.
네.
저 신상 지게로봇 잡아도
에어쳤어.
네, 맞으면 안 돼요.
벤시가 담집에서 좀 최악이죠.
지금 세기에
못 뜹니다.
감지건드가 지금 딱 붙어가지고. 네.
벤시 소급도 안 되고.
조금만 기다려봐라.
네, 그러니까 뭔가
그 전에 터지면
이거 저거 쫓아가기
뭔가 이상한 것 같아서 대공을 생각하고 있긴 한데, 자 확신에 차서 지어야 됩니다.
그렇죠.
이거
풀었을 때. 와 계산. GPS 찍혔나요?
근데 이거 만나면서 자연스럽게
만났어요.
벤시 정리하고 포탑 써서 일꾼 잡히고. 그리고 일꾼은 보너스.
2사 대결을 시작하겠습니다. 나가요. 터보 크루즈 빠르게 나갑니다.
연습하는 과정에서
거기다 3병형
여기
많이 당해봤었던 것 같아요.
네.
다 봤어요. 이거 이제 다 보일 겁니다. 건설 로봇 저거 위에 있는 걸 끊어서 투병형이 완성 안 되면 고병된 그들 완전 망한 겁니다. 지금 가스트치 아니고 지금 지금 건설 로봇 나왔어요. 건설 로봇 나와서 어떻게든 완성시키려고 실제하려고 그랬는데
들어가야 되는지 실제 칼끝을 미는 건설 로봇. 오윤수 내 상대방의 이 전진 작전 막아내면 승리에 올라가네요.
Round of 16.
It's my turn now.
(2019) Mountain Dew GSL Season 2. Codex Renaissance.
Special versus Hero starts now. The winner will move on to the round of 8. The loser is out of the GSL. It would be huge if Special got to the final 8.
It's his first round of 16. Why not his first round of 8?
That's right.
Why not his first round of 4?
His first GSL Codes champion.
Because there's too many really good players in the tournament. But I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I'm open to the idea, okay? The pride of NA is on the line. Somewhere there are EU players making up excuses, but right now it's about the NA scene, okay? That's right, I did it. Come at me, EU.
Not too many Europeans actually participate in GSL. Sort of in Zanster made it. Laser made it.
Listen, salty EU players, remember, we must all unite against the common enemy, the Korean player.
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
For sure, the Koreans are the
enemies. Sure, they're the bad guys.
These are the bad guys.
All right, Game 1 is going to be on Thunderbird. Game 2, Turbo Cruise. If we get Game 3, Kairos Junction. Our last best of 3 special versus Hero starts now.
Ocean Gaming Special.
He even has the ocean on his side right now. Okay?
It's pretty big.
Most of the landmass in the world rooting for him, and the ocean.
Triumphant Song Gaming Hero.
Talking the upper parts of the ocean, lower parts of the ocean.
There's no more
ocean.
lower parts of the ocean. It's all towels nowadays, so we already went over this.
That's right. There's anglerfish down there with their little light thing on their head.
Yeah.
You ask them
Those
who
are
they're
the
rooting
coolest
for.
fish.
They say with their underbite, I'm rooting for Special.
That's what they sound like.
That's what they sound like. You know that's what they sound like.
But it sounds more bubbly. Yeah. Exactly.
I think he said Special, but we're not sure. Our response, of course, is, oh my God, a talking fish.
And then also, oh my God, I'm at the bottom of the ocean, the pressure kills me.
My eyes are exploding. Ah! Cybernetics core.
Yeah.
On the way.
Nothing weird going on. Will we see Mech here again? You know, Trap really kind of... Well, I don't want to say tore him apart because, I mean, he got to max out. You know, Special did a good job with his harassment as well. And it looked like it could have been close, and then it just wasn't. But would you want to try that here against Hero, a player that's generally a little bit more aggressive than Trap?
That's right.
There we
Spam
go.
that Dorito to help Juanito.
Twitch chat.
The chat's going fast. The DPMs are going crazy.
What's a DPM?
Doritos per minute.
Oh, of course.
Spamming that out.
Yeah.
They pair well with our Mountain Dew sponsor as well.
Yeah, they do, actually.
They do.
That's a fact.
They've done cross-promotion before. Come on!
Oh, yeah. Totally down. I haven't had that combo in a long time.
Yeah.
But I do remember having that combo when I was much younger. Here's a question for you. What's the best flavor of Doritos?
I actually am a fan of a couple of the flavors. Well, I guess what the main ones are the
only a couple
red
answers.
ones, the red ones, and then the Cool Ranch ones, right?
Yeah.
And then are there other ones?
It's like nacho cheese and Cooler Ranch.
Yeah.
Are there other ones? I don't know.
They figured it out. that orange powder. That's it. That's food, my friend.
Dude, that's made with natural cheese.
I'm pretty sure that's what astronauts eat when they're out of space, so they stay healthy. Yeah. Would be crazy to have one. Move on. Blink.
Look at that building placement.
Yeah.
It's like he's making a
It's cool.
radio dish to beam over into Special
It's
base.
cool. It's a Protoss cul-de-sac over there.
Yeah. If you threw marbles at his Nexus, they wouldn't hit it. They'd like hit that and then roll down. You know
Yes,
what I
if
mean?
this map was a pinball machine, certainly the ball would
Yeah.
never get over to his side of the map with a placement like that.
Hero's really prepared for anything you could throw at
anything
him.
that you... That is funny placement. I hope we get another shot of that. It's actually remarkably funny considering we
It's like the
never see
biggest-
stuff like that. Yeah.
Biggest anti-Reaper
Look at that.
thing I've
All
ever
that right
seen.
there. Yeah, we'll put everything over here. We'll put a pylon over here on the edge so that Marauders can shoot this from low ground and unpower everything that I need to do.
Everything.
Yeah.
All the tech, all the production.
We can have the closest thing to a catastrophe based off one pylon in this phase of the game. You know, normally it's like they kill all the gates. This one's like, no, just take everything out, okay?
All of it.
All of it.
No robo.
No upgrades.
Yeah.
One gate as well, just for good measure. You're like, I could warp a Zealot, and I can't even do that.
So third Nexus coming up with that Blink upgrade. This game, Special is not going for mech. He is going Cloak Banshee, getting some bio play in there as well. I like that he's switching it up for the different players as well. You know, if you're playing a more macro-y player like Trap, maybe that mech build is going to do a bit better. Like, I think we discussed that a little bit at least with why it works so well against stats. Okay, Reaper coming over. Oh, don't jump up there, Reaper.
Oh. One probe goes down. The Stalker's going to come forward here. Blink is done, and they will get the Reaper kill.
Darn.
Rats.
Good amount of Stalkers out.
Whoa. Good, we just we just straight up said stuff at the same time. Okay, here comes that Banshee now. Oh my God. Blink is a good ability to have.
Yeah, it is.
It's fine. Juanito lost his battlecruiser in the other game and he won. It's fine.
Why did Terran players even play with medevacs? Like, you have to like put units in them. The Stalkers just go by themselves.
Yeah.
Imagine if each Marine had Blink.
That'd be hilarious. Imagine if each Stalker had Stim.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
They used to have Stim. Remember when they actually could attack quickly?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was wild.
Actually, yeah, I almost forgot. That was a different time, man. You look at that unit very differently. The second Banshee's going to come in. The problem is that one blink and this is gone. I like how he turned around like, you know what? Let's just
well, I think he realizes, oh, I'm losing this no matter what. So that's two Banshees with Cloak that did basically 0. Now poor Special just kind of sitting here. He's making units, so that's good.
Yeah, he's making
some
stuff.
Upgrades.
It's a good thing he's spending his money, guys.
He doesn't have a lot going on, you know. He made 2 Banshees that did 0, and Hero's got 3 bases up for what feels like, you know, 6.5 minutes.
Well, I worry because I just, even though, you know, Special has a great army here, it's not like Hero isn't somebody who's always on top of controlling his units correctly, right?
Yeah. Charge is going to be finishing up. That +1 armor is going to be finished up soon, too. He's got this Prism ready for the counter also. I mean, it is a pretty big army from Terran. If you get good Widowmine connections, I could see something happening. Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
He does not have Psystorm yet, and I think Special's aware of that.
I don't think he can get up there, though, just yet. Oh, good usage of the Stalkers comes in here. Trying to scan. The Observer is just out of range.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, it's very well placed. Here comes the drop, though, into the main.
Oh, I hope he gets that pylon.
Me too. I would be very satisfied.
There's no reason to go in that direction. Oh, he actually got the Prism at some point, too. I guess the Prism maybe hit the turret.
Must have.
All right,
okay,
drop.
pick up. Now the attack over here, as he dislodged enough of the army. I don't think there's enough Terran anything over here to make this work, but hold on.
Yeah, he drops in behind,
There's
though.
a drop over here.
A lot more bio units coming up as well. The units coming out of the main base, some of them staying up there, maybe afraid of another drop. Oh, those Immortals with Zealots, though, pair perfectly against these Marauders coming up.
He cleans that up over there.
He only gets 3 probes from all that.
Okay, pick up there.
Okay, takes the high ground. Oh, might not be enough. Okay, turns around right now. Special does have his 3rd base up. His SCV count is actually pretty reasonable. Still got a little bit more army, but I think that's going to change coming up here. Hero's going to have his Psystorms in his Prism. His army looks really scary. Look at that. He has an Archon and a couple Mortals and 3 Sentries left over.
Yeah, he's in great shape.
That's like all of his important units.
Is there anything that's going to move over here? I feel like suddenly this army just kind of flew in here and is going to get a bunch of kills. And he can easily escape out the upper right here.
He's going to have to.
This was
is the army coming for
this
him?
was some negligence on defense for sure. Bye-bye.
I guess that was kind of funny how he like dropped that and Hero kind of didn't react for a minute.
Hero was like tabbed out.
Then the rest of the army's like, okay.
Just something weird happened. Well, Special continues to develop. He does have a little bit of a bigger army here, despite some of the disappointing play here with the Banshees that were immediately shot down. Seems like Special has navigated this game into a pretty healthy spot for him. Now, Hero appears to be moving out on the map, maybe to do an attack of his own.
Very nice defense here by Special overall. Really forces that Prism away. Cleans up the drop, really doesn't take too much damage either. Now, there's a big line of Protoss units coming across the map, though. Feels like Special should just be all right.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to kill him.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a... Oh, hold on.
You don't want to walk down the ramp against
here.
it, but he's got to split a little bit. He's got 3 ghosts in there even for the High Templar.
Not bad. Liberator setup over here. It's going to be a little bit of a headache, as you can see. Hero's trying to find an opening here. I like the hallucinated... Whoa, wait, the ghosts. Oh, my God. Those 2 ghosts just got killed. I was going to say, I like the...
Oh, those storms were
Things
insane.
are happening so badly right now for Special, I cannot even keep up in the play-by-play here. Did Hero just come in here and just kill him?
I don't know that he's actually dead yet. Those Immortals are probably the scariest thing. This is a very Marauder-heavy army. He does pull back. A couple mines are there.
Is Hero going to wear Special's face as a mask?
Oh, I think he's still going to be able to hold, though.
Ooh, nicely done. Okay,
yeah.
No face mask after all.
No.
Really good storm.
But is Special going to take Hero's head as a trophy?
Could possibly be. And use that as a bowl to eat Doritos out of.
Ooh. Be red Doritos then.
Ooh. Now, I have to say that fight, Hero got a couple of exchanges that were so insanely good, I was actually just taken aback. But it appears that as far as manufacturing goes, Special actually has a bigger army, even more so now than after that effective attack that Hero made. So
I've never heard it called manufacturing.
I mix it up, my friend.
I feel like you could call mech macro manufacturing, but can you call bio micro manufacturing?
Yeah, the armor and the guns and all that.
Oh,
yep.
okay, yeah. You're right.
Hold on. What about the CC out here? Yeah, he's got to lift that for sure, right? He's going to back up.
Yeah, I think it's time to play kind of safe as well.
Listen, that whole area is cursed for Special. He shouldn't be going over to that part of the map for a long time. Nothing that's ever gone there, Terran, has lived.
No, not too much.
At least harass-wise. Okay, oh, wow, huge storms there.
Storm's really what keeping Hero in the game right now.
You can see that Hero, even when he's in a bad spot, is able to bully Special back up that ramp. Oh my God, he's going to go for it. He's going to go in.
Yeah, this seems to be his last shot right here. Playing right under the Liberators, but look at that. He still has those Immortals alive. Quite a few Stalkers in here as well. Doesn't have a Prism. Can't reinforce.
Well, what from here? You know, I mean, I get the idea the Hero's trying to come in here and actually do this blow that eradicates the army and he can kind of push in, but does Hero have the wrong idea here? The fact that he keeps attacking it and Special is basically absorbing these armies and exchanging pretty well, to be honest.
I think he's doing well enough. Like, I think that these attacks by Hero, at least it's keeping Special back for a little bit. Hero's taking his 4th base during all this. He's denying the 4th base of Special, which just seems like Special's kind of ninjaing down at the bottom left.
Yeah, I like that. Just kind of taking a weird location here. High chance that that's not going to be noticed, especially you consider that it seems like Hero favors sending War Prisms and Harass through the northern part of the map instead of the eastern part. Coming again.
Yeah. Special does not have any units here this time. It has a few in the main pushing that back. Okay. Special really wants to get out there and push him back a bit more. He has landed that command center, by the way, over on that left-hand side of the map. So kind of a funny location, but deciding that he really needs that income right now. Still don't... I feel like he just needs to add in a few more Liberators. Okay, he's going to get a couple Vikings, which makes sense as well. You want to push that Prism back, or otherwise the Psy Storms are going to wreck you.
Yeah, I think the Psy Storm is the ultimate threat, especially if it's inside of that Warp Prism. It's very hard to target it.
But overall, Special's army, what it's missing is the Liberators. Like, he doesn't have any sustained push potential.
Yeah, he doesn't have any unit that can lock into place and start to deal a heavy amount of damage, which can give Terran a position. So it seems almost as though Special needs to rely on open arced areas.
Yeah, and
oh my God,
he has to be so careful about the Psy Storms.
Hold on, I think the inside of Special's base is just going to get rotted out. I mean, there's still Zealots killing workers. Unless there's big attack to something, this might be problematic here for Special.
Yeah. Yeah, he's actually hitting some decent EMPs here. Yeah, all right, some very good EMPs. Let's burrow these mines.
Well, hold on. These storms are actually pretty good. I feel like this army might just get thinned out into nothing.
Yeah, just massacre those Marines.
How is Special always so ahead in supply here? This is so funny. He lost his armory and he's been losing workers for like over a minute now, and he's still got more.
Mule's tasteless. It's the answer to everything.
Must be.
Well, Disruptor's actually on the way. So Disruptor High Templar. That's a lot of splash damage being mixed in. I think he feels like his army at this point is just, it's not really winning the battles. Like, he's getting some great Psy Storms and it's still not quite enough. But Disruptors are really the ultimate comeback unit.
Yeah. Well, let's also point out that Hero has a more realistically defensible spot in the 6 o'clock position here. Special's outpost base it's very easy to lose that if you don't have an army there to defend it immediately. Still, in spite of all this, Special wants continuously in the lead here.
All right, here come these Disruptors.
Ooh, great
nice
EMP there. Removing the energy on one of those Templars. Now we have 2 Colossi coming out at a time. It seems like, once again, Special wants to try to come in here and see if he can do a little bit more extra damage. Kind of weird. What do you think about that? He sent that small group over there.
I think just to kind of lure him, seeing where his army's at and everything.
You know, the longer this game goes on, Artosis, I think the more you're right that he might have needed Liberators or something else. There's no position that Terran can actually control that Protoss has to respect.
This army is like, it's cool in some ways. It does some things very well, like running around the map and retreating and whatnot. But without the Liberators, if you're playing against this kind of like bio,
these Marines in the back.
Oh my God.
Sorry, guys.
That's a lot of Marauders.
I overreacted a little bit there with those Marines in the back. I'm sorry, everybody. I get a little excited sometimes. Oh, there's stuff over there.
A lot of Marauders being added in, but these.
He's actually eliminated a lot of the sophistication out of the army here. And this might be the opportunity for Special to come in here and really murder.
Yeah. Special's got a lot of mining bases right now.
Did Protoss actually scout that base in the center left? I don't think
he
did. So Hero Hero might actually assume this game's in a completely different spot than where it actually is.
Yeah, he definitely could. That's why it was kind of a smart move from Special. You know, it's definitely risky because if they find it, all your SCVs are dead and maybe your command center as well. Okay, more Disruptors on the way. Hero making whatever he can to try to stay in these battles.
Oof. Takes that out, no problem. Warp Prism speed coming in here. That planetary stays there. We might see this, most of the focus in this game be dragged down to the bottom left.
Oh my God, that was such a sick hit. God, and he's even getting Prism speed right now. It's going to help with harassment and for flanking with his Disruptors.
The growth continues to occur here for Special, who now is going to try to get this drop in here in the bottom right. We see Stalkers pursuing this. And maybe now we'll get our dream of that pylon getting killed, Artosis.
Oh, I hope.
Actually, getting the Templar Archives would be pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. Definitely a part of what's been going so well. Okay, here comes this Disruptor again.
Oh, I don't think he's watching.
Are you kidding me? This Disruptor is a hero. Is there a hero Disruptor unit? This is like a robot, so there probably shouldn't be.
Oh!
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Hero. If he could chase this up here, he might actually stumble upon that hidden base, too. You know, he's like, oh, I'll take this as well.
Yeah. Look how many mines are here. Oh, don't chase that, Hero. You're going to have a bad time. As you pull all the splash damage in the Terran army.
Oh. Hero rallies up. Despite the insane supply difference, Hero oftentimes he's having 40, 50 supply lower, he's attacking in, and sometimes it's working. I feel like
it's pretty wild.
It's incredible, really.
Oh, the mines are really stacking up right now. These disruptor hits, though, he's had some really crazy ones. What an awesome game this one is.
Yeah, this has actually been one of our better games here in the GSL. This has just been so cool to see how these two players interact. Special, again, almost maxing out now. Hero playing one of the scrappier PBTs you can ever ask to see.
Yeah.
But they're still basically even in bases here, interestingly enough.
He scouts that base finally, Tasteless.
Rut-row.
Yeah, sees the planetary, you can't even attack it. Mine's doing their job right now, but those disruption shots, one of them goes off very well. Great storm.
Still, though, he hasn't cracked him yet. I think we're close, though. Liberation Zone's coming down here.
He still has another Psystorm left. These 4 Archons super powerful. He's going to have another 4 disruptor shots now. Gets that one ghost. Oh my god. Great dodging right there by Special, though.
Oh, whoa! Ooh. Sick dodge.
Yeah,
Great
that was pretty crazy.
Okay, he's in pursuit now. The disruptors can retreat in time. They're both killed off. Is this going to seesaw back over to the bottom? I think it actually is. I think Terran's going to get those Liberators over there, start to put those Widow Mines down, and then try to set up an attack. Or he's going to lose all the Widow Mines and not attack. What is going on here? All right, now he's going to move in.
It seems like he should be able to break him at this point. There's just no real splash damage left. We see one High Templar down here. I don't think it has enough energy right now.
The Archons are easily kited.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, the Liberators get set up. You cannot even engage that area anymore. He does have another Disruptor now. Healing up at the shield battery bit. Oh my god! Oh!
Special actually laughing in his booth as that hits his arm.
Well, he has lost so much to Disruptors this game. The
yeah.
fact that he's still winning this game. Just endless kills with Disruptors.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. He can fish the army through this just a obstacle course of damage, I guess.
I love how he left the Nexus that was down there, too. He's like, nah, I got bigger fish to fry.
He can get that later.
The Disruptor ads, though, are really, really helping out. When you're playing against this type of gateway-based army, Disruptors are so key. Disruptors just continue to do so much
what's funny is the Disruptors are getting more and more value as the game goes on. More and more heroes losing, but Special's like this Bank of America. It's just like too big to fail. Like his production's just too high. It doesn't matter.
And even if he does fail, his mules will
bail him out. Yeah.
Wow, what a game that one was.
Those banks did collapse the housing industry. Our housing market didn't lay artosis. Okay, so Special wins game 1, guys. What the hell is going on? Are we going to have young Juanito over in the round of 8?
Well, Tasteless, we're going to have to see who wins and who loses, as a great caster once said.
Thank you. I don't want us to get ahead of ourselves. Artosis.
Because it's not like a comeback can't occur here, okay? Hero just showed that even when he was behind for huge swaths of that game, he was so efficient. Look at Ragnarok up there. He's like, yeah, Terran units are strong, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know what a Zerg player is doing talking to a Protoss player after that game. But we are going into Turbo Cruise 84.
Oh, good. Not 83. Thank God. I hate Turbo Cruise 83.
Is this the date of birth of the map? Like,
I don't know. It's the date of birth of Tasteless. 1984. Also, there's some famous book, but mostly it's about me.
No, that's what I know it for.
Yeah. Turbo Cruise.
Little 1-year-old Tosis looked up into the sky at a new star that was born. The Tasteless star is what I call it.
That's
and then
right.
my mom told me not to look at the sun.
Something's happening. I won't spoil it. Well, I kind of did.
You already spoiled it.
I'm like, he's making a command center. Game of Thrones plot twist. He's not. He's sending a SCB out there to make one of them Bay Roxes.
On Bay Rocks?
Bay Rocks. They'll have a bay on the rocks. What?
Is he just going to, like, proxy a Reaper? Is he going to float a Raxid? No. Okay,
right?
so
here.
I think it's just a proxy Reaper, but I mean, there's a lot of different things that could occur here. Obviously, there was that crazy proxy meta for a bit.
But where is Turbo on a cruise to?
Well, is this a cruise that's quick?
Is it a carnival cruise? Is it all the people that we hate in the world on this one cruise boat? Is that it?
Let's sink it, Tasteless.
Let's sink. Let's
just
sink,
in
let's
case
sink
they're all
boat.
there.
Yeah.
Like, why did you sink
one of
that
those
cruise
cruises
boat?
where it's all the worst kind of people
Tasteless
on that cruise?
suggested it might be, you know, all the people that we hate.
So the probe, probe comes in. Immediately alarms are sounding inside the mind of Hero.
Probably just make a Zealot right off the bat. He adds a second gas. He's not screwing around against this. But let's see where the factory gets made. Is it going to be made out here, or is he going to go ahead and just make it at his home? That's kind of the thing the probe is looking for right now.
That's kind of his MO. Yeah. Well, the first Reaper is close to popping out. We have that one Zealot coming here, necessary to blunt the impact of a proxy. We'll see if I can buy him enough time, that Zealot, that Zeely Beely, as I call him.
The Zeely Beely. With his little Zelly belly.
It's so stupid. Yes.
Do Zealots have belly buttons?
No, of course not.
Why not?
Because they don't have umbilical cords.
What do you know about the reproductive process of Protoss race?
More than you would like to know, Artosis.
Zell Tasteless
I've been around
here.
the block. So, the Stargate coming now.
Okay. I mean, it's a fine opening. You can fly around the green stuff, so that's good.
Yeah. And this eBay here. It's like, that's fine. I didn't want the SCV anymore. What do I want that to finish? What are you, crazy?
Yeah, you might have helped him there, actually.
So, this, of course, makes it impossible to set a Nexus up when you would ideally want to do so. So far, the rush is working here for Special.
Yeah, and the fact that he gets to scout exactly what's going on. You know, there was an Oracle, now it's been switched into a Phoenix. You should have seen that. Ooh. Yeah.
Special looking good, Artosis.
Yeah, I like. Yeah, he's making his command center his main base. He's not.
Do you know any Spanish?
Crazy.
Spanish, okay. It's special
I mean,
in
I know
Spanish.
a few words.
Especial.
Especial. That sounds right.
Do I need to make it more lispy? Especial.
I
don't know.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I mean, I did watch 2 seasons of Narcos.
Yeah.
Yeah, my Spanish is almost fluent, actually.
So stupid.
You got to throw a grenade to bounce them into the green so they can't catch you.
Yeah. You ever think that just when the Reaper's jumping up onto the high ground, the Phoenix should be able to get one shot off on him? It's like technically close to airborne.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Oh,
whoa!
Look at this Hero Reaper.
Yeah. That was like this skateboard trick of StarCraft Micro right there.
That was sick.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, I'm having a good time here in this game. I love these little green things. It's like you have to run around them. You don't want to be chased into there, Tasteless. Then it's like all my dreams where I'm running away and I can't pull the trigger on the gun and I'm running too slow.
And you wake up right before your problems finally catch you.
Yeah.
Robo about to finish.
Looks like a pretty normal play from Special, but very conservative right now.
We've been watching Hero try to recalibrate his play to adapt to what Special has thrown at him.
I think Special hasn't thrown too much, right? He did the offensive eBay, which messed him up, and the proxy Reaper, which messed him. So those are 2 very cool things by him, but he's taken a long time to float his command center down.
The Raven has started here. So we're going to have that backbone unit that can weed out observers and add some utility in later moments. We also want to watch, whenever we have the Raven coming, does the Protoss tech into something like Colossi or something like that? Oh, my eyes, look at that. Fanning him through the green stuff. The green. Stim is starting now as well.
These Phoenixes, there's a lot of them, and they have a lot of energy. I'm actually really afraid for him. His anti-air is not enough for this. Look at that damage.
I'll tell you, man, this is the kind of play the Hero needed. He's getting a ton of kills here. This is like everything Terran has.
He killed like his SCVs and then all of his units.
Yeah. He's like, wait a minute, these things are pretty good.
Oh, he didn't leave a lift for the tank.
The Raven, literally the Raven is mutinied. He's now hiding out over here.
That is literally what I would do if I was the Raven. But I could have been like a Widow Mine, I'd still be hiding over there.
There's like nothing here. He can start to snowball this. He's like, actually, you know what? I'm not afraid of 3 Marines. Come here.
Actually, if he has no energy, he should be afraid of 3 Marines.
No. Not in his heart, Artosis.
Yeah.
He just needs to wait for that energy to come back. Raven almost blends in with the blimp underneath that thing on the map.
Wow, Special having a hard time here. Oh.
Okay, I feel like Special pulled this game into a very odd situation here, but I don't think it's paid off. I mean, Hero has come in and whooped him, man. He's killed off so many key units.
Yeah, look at how much he killed.
He basically reset the Terran. The only thing that he didn't get was that Raven.
He even got the eBay that could have been canceled.
It almost makes you wonder if in a moment like this, when you've killed everything, you should just go and look for the Raven because it's probably going to be there. You know, it's going to be. It will be hiding in that bottom left location.
Then you get stuck. That's what he wanted all along.
Then you get called a hacker. You
Suddenly
said, no, I watched GSL, listen to Taser's
Suddenly
commentary.
10 Liberators flying to kill the Phoenixes.
Wow.
Whoa!
There's nothing but Widow Mines hiding down there for that one moment to get it.
That's right.
Stim
Two Thors drop out of medevacs.
Yeah.
Get out of here, Ravens. You fell for our trap.
Well, Special continues to truck along here. Getting more and more of an army here. And I think it's going to be a little bit before we can have Special come out on the map, right? I mean, if he comes out with just the medevacs, that's going to get sniped by the Phoenixes. The army alone, even if it's enough to take on Phoenixes, certainly you're going to have units picked off and shaved off here and there, right? Especially through the slow green.
And even if you do not, like he's making Colossus behind this. He's macroing normally. He's got 3 bases. Whereas Special lost a bunch of SCVs and so many units. I guess with the Raven and the fact that he hid that is very important. If he can disable the Colossus on one big push, I guess that gives him potential to win,
Yeah,
right?
that could be like a Hail Mary play that'll win this whole thing. Again, these Phoenixes are getting way more value than we normally ever see in pro matches. I mean, this is, they've gotten so many kills, it's hard to even keep track of.
Yeah. Okay, so the Raven has showed itself. It's time for Special to go. Gonna go right through the center, as a good Terran should.
That's right.
Center area gonna be very hard for Protoss to engage Terran in.
A lot of damage dealt over there. Widow Mines burrowing. Anything
Did you
Protoss
say that
can
in
do.
robot voice?
I did. Artosis. Thing is, he can disable it, but he can't chase him through there, right?
Yeah, that is hard. You're right about that. It gives him longer for the disable to wear off, actually. That's a great point. The Colossus is even stronger than the Terran army in there. But the Terran army is stronger than the rest of the army, except for maybe force fields. Those areas are so weird.
Here we go. The disables are being fired out.
What? Oh, he double disabled one. Oh, wait, no, he disabled an Immortal, actually, instead of the second Colossus.
Oh, is that?
That's
okay, there it is.
Yeah. Well, it looks like that should be that, right? The disables are going to wear off.
GG. Hero wins. We're tied up 1-1.
Oh, my gosh. Wild series so far. Hey, Special's opening seemed really good. Just those Phoenixes destroyed him.
Yeah, that was an interesting start. You could see that what Special did worked, but then he was in a position where he wasn't actually ready for the Phoenixes. Phoenixes did so much damage.
Yeah.
I mean, it was really, it was actually pretty shocking, to be honest. There was a point where they killed the tank, every other tentacle unit, Cyclones,
the
medevacs, killed the Marines. There was actually nothing there but the
so
Raven.
many SCVs, plus full scouting.
I wonder if Hero could have actually tried to go in and kill him there. I guess he doesn't need to, though.
Well, he was taking a third and going robo, so I think you just, like, wait.
Kairos Junction. Good old Kairos Junction, Artosis.
Yeah. Definitely feels like this could go either which way.
Let's bear in mind that Special went for the proxy that game. He doesn't have to do that, but Tried to bust that out. Let's see what he does as we enter into our last match, game number 3 between Special and Hero. Again, the winner goes on to the round of 8 in the GSL.
Ocean Gaming Special.
Still have that logo taped up. You're seeing the best here at After
No, he
TV.
bought the shirt like that.
He bought it with the tape on it.
Triumphant Song Gaming Hero.
You know, that's probably $1 million idea.
Yeah, this is
Having
actually
taped over logos, because I mean, let me tell you something, you're not even going to believe it. You will not believe this when I tell you, but I'm telling you the truth.
Go ahead.
Did you know that people will pay more money for a pair of pants with a ripped knee?
Yeah, man, I'm
than
wearing
a
one right now.
You disgust me. You disgust me.
Artosis, I'm not going to let my own pants make their own holes in them. What are you talking about? Now let me tell you something. What about a taped knee, though, Artosis?
Yeah, a taped knee would be perfect.
Yeah, it's going to cause this accidental fashion wave when Special wins GSL Code S. People start taping up all their clothes.
Tape up all the logos on their shirts.
And by the way, this time around, Special, this is a build that actually kind of...
Ooh! Whoa!
That
thing had the golden gun.
Yeah, that...
right between the eyes.
Yeah, that was the killer punch right there. So this build combos with the build in game 2.
Yeah.
He went for quick gases. He hit a barracks on the map, but it's actually very close to the Terran's base. Whereas, you know, what happened in game 2, that's going to be... That ink has not even dried inside the mind of Hero here. I mean, he's probably thinking, okay, here we go. There's going to be some kind of an attack. I need to figure out where that barracks is and get it to move. It's actually right next to his home. And there's a factory coming here.
Yeah, so definitely a tricky way to do it. I think you'll probably go command center after this factory. Pretty normal when you don't build your barracks in your base. Just grab the fact and then expand. You slow down the Nexus quite a bit in these situations generally as well. But the Nexus, not too slow. Command center on the way. Robo coming up as well.
Now, one thing about Hero is, you know, he's kind of the master at timing attacks. And so usually when you get with players like that, they're very good at intuiting what to do in unique situations. So this is going to be fun to see how exactly Hero reacts in response to this. So far, though,
micro.
Special.
Oh.
By the way, Special's had some real ups and downs with his control early on.
Yeah,
we've had some of the most disappointing plays, like when the 2 Banshees were shot down right away, and then we've had moments, especially with the Reapers, where he did some real Harlem Globetrotter stuff there.
To be fair, there was no micro trick for those Banshees. 8 Stalkers blinked underneath them, and there was an observer.
That is true, actually. That's not Miss Micro. That's just, okay, you should not have gone in there.
All right, so the Robo coming out. With some observers, more gates being added.
Good scout
Looks pretty
here.
Standard overall.
Really good scout by Hero. He has all the spoilers for this game now.
It's interesting. Yeah, this is really important to see those 3 barracks right now. It tells you so much about what's going on. But the way that Hero is playing is kind of on the defensive end.
I think it makes sense.
This allows him to go directly into Colossus tech, which is a perfect counter to what he's seeing. If you ever see something like this, where the Terran is going 3 racks before really even getting a starport, you don't need Blink, you don't need Stargate, they're not going to drop you. They're just making a bunch of units, and what you need is Colossus. So Hero looks to me to be in a really good spot here. I think what Special might have been gearing up for was a very strong attack on the 3rd base. Like if you were going Blink in this situation, and then into a 3rd and then into Colossus, I think he might hit a very sweet timing against that. But here, I think he's going to be able to find anything. Like if he makes a 3rd command center, I think that's actually the best choice available to him right now, but he doesn't know that.
Yeah, no, I really agree with that. You know, one thing thematically with Special is that he usually wins by just overpowering, especially with his pushes. He doesn't have the pushes that always come in and get the kill, But even if his pushes are denied 2 or 3 times, he usually comes in and just kind of crushes, you know. And so I think it's very important for Special to make sure that he gets himself into late game. He's very strong in that position. He does a lot of builds that give him an edge early on, but he doesn't, like we saw it in the last game, right? The build did what it wanted, but then he didn't seem to be ready for this weird, you know, curveball of the Phoenix tag.
Yeah.
Or I think that, I mean, this is at least my relationship with my memory of casting all of Special's games, because we've casted so many different games at this point in time with different players. I feel like the games that he wins, he tends to play more straight up and kind of just win in the I'm a better player sense.
Yeah, generally.
Like, I'm just basically stronger. I can beat you like this in 100 games instead of just 1. But Special's smart enough that he knows he has to bring in creative styles because that's necessary to be a pro. But I'm liking this game because there wasn't a lot of risk involved. Now here comes a pretty crazy push.
Yeah, it's a strong push, and I love the Liberator hitting the main base during all this. This is really what's giving him value on this push right now. Look at that beautiful play. 4 probes going down. Resets it up so that the oh! Tippy toes of the Stalkers getting shot there. Okay, does clear that out. Siege tanks are, oh, look at that. That was a beautiful volley right there. Sets off that hardened shield. Very important. But Hero just needs to buy a bit of time. Like, eventually his army should be able to kill this.
Yeah, the thing is Special leapfrogging the tanks forward too conservatively? I mean, this is a pretty big gap that he's going to have to close here.
Oh, if you ever fight with just some Marines, you're so dead.
Oh. Okay, he's like just barely not getting completely melted by those Colossi beams.
This is a tough one.
Spotter Reaper gets picked off. He almost has the tanks in the high ground. Wait, he can hit that from there, right? No, I guess not, because he has vision. Gotta be careful.
Okay, a Liberator here to help with the push. Really great position.
This may force Protoss to try to pick a fight now.
Oh, one tank sieging up. The siege tanks are not hitting the right targets right now, and so many Marines falling as well.
GG, Hero does it.
Yeah.
He will move on to the round of 8, and Special, despite having an awesome showing, he's dead. He was eliminated.
That game comes down to a couple things. Like, Hero played against his normal style, going into Robo Burst, which is the safest opener that there is. You'll always stop 2-base pushes like that with that, but as far as Special things that went wrong for him, other than the build order choice that Hero just made by himself, that Adept getting in, confirming the 3 racks that early on, really allowed Hero to adjust his build order, adjust his strategy, and destroy what Special was up to. Tough match.
There's always next time. We're going to go to an interview now with Hero, see how he's feeling. I mean, is he back, I guess, is the big question. For sure he is this season. He made it to the
He's playing well. He's playing well.
He's had some ups and downs in his career, but it's very exciting to see him playing well. And that was really a great series that he played over there against Special. And that interview is going to be translated by Andy, and I think we're going to go to that any second now.
Hello everyone. We are going to have an interview with the second winner of Group C, Hero.
GSL 시즌 1 이후 2년 만에 올라갑니다.
He's making it to the round of 8 in 2 years now.
축하드립니다.
Congratulations, Hero. Thank you.
정말 오랜만이네요.
Wow, it's been such a long time being here with you.
제가 2년 정도 못 올라갔다고
Yes, it's been 2 years now.
저는 꿈에도 몰랐는데 이렇게 오래됐을지 몰랐고.
I've never dreamed of it, but it's been so long.
제 자신한테 조금 후회가 되긴 하네요.
And you know, it's been regretful not coming here for such a long time.
네. 최종전에서 긴장감이 넘쳤습니다.
In the decider match, it was such a phenomenal match between you and Special.
과감함은 정말 그대로였어요.
And your aggressive play was just so amazing, like before in the past.
플레이를 보여주셨는데 이게 되게 과감한 플레이잖아요.
You know, the aggressive plays you showed.
때문에 또 어떤 목적을 위해서 이렇게 쓰는 건지
For what objective did you go for the Mass Phoenix?
주도권 내주고 하는 게임이 뭔가 너무 안 되는 거예요, 게임이.
You know, it's not good for me to give the opponent upper hand in the beginning of the game. So I felt like I had to gain the upper hand in the beginning of the game. And that's why I chose Mass Phoenix.
그런 과감한 판단이 나온다는 게 참
And that proactive decision you made definitely helped you in achieving your victory.
처음에 이렇게 올라가면서 분위기가 좋았거든요. 복수 못한 것 아쉬우세요?
And you know, you've shown quite a phenomenal
요새 왜 이렇게 푸푸전이 안 되나 모르겠는데 자꾸
match today.
항상
And my
나와서 지는 것
PvP
같아서
has been all that
마지막에는
good recently.
후회가 너무 많이 남네요. 오늘도
And I'm just left with a lot of regrets right now.
자신의 실수들도 있었기 때문에 좀 그런 것 같은데.
Yes, there's definitely a little bit of mistakes today.
상위잖아요. 그렇기 때문에 아쉬움이 남는
So,
것
but
같습니다.
Trap is
자,
just one of the top tier
또
players,
이야기를
so
해볼게요.
I guess that's a
김준혁
little
선수의
less to
오늘
regret for.
공격들을 다 막아내고 승리를 거뒀습니다. 특히 1세트는 와 12모 이거는 예상하기도 힘든
So in
건데
the first set,
이런 판단도 어떻게
you know,
보면
you
김준혁
went for a
선수의
very
오늘 플레이들을
peculiar
예측을
play.
하고 계셨나요?
사실 저런 플레이는 상상도 못했고
You know, I've never expected it.
이번에 GSL 하면서 준혁이가 제일 빡셀 것 같아서
In the
저그전
GSL,
중점적으로 연습했거든요.
I actually expected
근데
Impact to be the
예상
strongest.
밖의 플레이들을 해줘가지고
But then
다음에
Impact
제가 좀
actually
이겨서
played
빌드도
strategies that were out of my
근데 사실
expectations.
바로 대놓고 로공 짓는 거 보니까 바퀴 나오는 것도 예상을 하고 있었던 것 같아요.
But you did expect the Roach to come out,
어느
right?
정도
Yes, I
빌드
did.
타는 거 자체가 이거는 진짜 적으라면 쇼부 칠 수밖에
The
없겠구나.
build tech
싶어가지고
was
좀
one of the
의식하면서
quintessential
하기도 했고,
Zerg build.
두 번째는 희범이가 좀 많이 도와줬어요.
And
컨셉이 뭔가 공격적인
for
것
the
같다고 해가지고
scrims,
저도
Ragnarok
많이
helped me a lot.
의식하고 했던 것 같아요.
네.
그래서
And
도움이
thanks
많이
to him.
됐던 것 같아요.
오늘 신희범 선수가 거의 일일 코치인 것 같았어요.
Ragnarok seemed
네,
like your daily coach today.
김준호 선수를
That's
위해서
right.
오신 거예요?
Did he come for you?
사실 겸사겸사긴 한데
Yes, kinda.
오늘 맛있는 거 사줘야 될 것 같아요.
And I think I gotta treat him treat him
오늘
to something nice today.
다 준비를 하시느라 참 힘드셨을 것 같아요. 무엇보다
I guess all the
김준호
preparation
선수가
paid off.
보상을 받으셔야 될 텐데 근데 8강도 머지 않았고
The round of 8
또 만만치가 않아서
is so close now, and your
것
opponent
같습니다.
is very
기존
formidable.
1위와 만나실
You'll be
거거든요.
playing against the first winner of Group D.
강영우, 조지현,
It's either Doc,
이신영,
Patience,
김대영
Innovation,
이
or
중에서
Stats.
김준호 선수의 시선으로 누가 1위할까요?
From your perspective, who do you expect to come first in the Group
조지가
D?
올라갔으면 좋겠네요.
이거 사심 아니시고요?
네.
객관적으로 조지현이
객관적으로는
1위다.
I want Patience to come first.
객관적으로는 좀 힘들긴 하겠지만
But objectively, I think it's a little bit difficult for him to come first.
네, 조지현 선수를 도와줄 의향도 있으실 것 같은데요. 자, 이렇게 모처럼 2년 만에
You know, it's your interview in 2 years, and I'm pretty sure the fans are really hyped up right now. Any last words to your fans?
네, 항상 응원해 주시는 팬분들
Thank you guys all for rooting me.
오늘도 좀 경기력이 좋지 못해가지고
And today's performance was not all that satisfactory, but I did practice a lot.
8강은 더 좋은
In the round of 8, I will show a better performance.
네,
Thank
다시
you.
한번 8강 진출 축하드립니다.
Once again, congratulations.
네, 이렇게 2년 만에 진출한 김준호 선수 만나봤는데요. 오늘 C조
Thank you very much,
경기에서
Annie. Good job.
확인해보겠습니다.
Well, Hero goes on to the round of 8. That's cool.
Well, it's too bad that Special does not get to advance.
Well, I'm
here.
most excited that it's not so much about Special Artosis, but that there's no Terran and no Zerg advancing today. That I think we can all agree is a
We can all
really
clap
good
our
thing.
hands for that one.
I think we can all, kind of
So we
unite
gotta-
there and give a big fist pump on that.
Yeah, so far we have 5 Protosses and a Zerg, and
a what?
Like that's a lot more Zergs than Terrans. So I just want to point that out
That's a
before
lot
people
more,
jump
yeah.
all over the Protosses.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to point out the Zergs are also dominating compared to the
The
Terrans.
humans might not be the ones that live the longest out of all the species, guys. Okay, that's a
Definitely
little
not.
bit
This is-
arrogant for you to assume that.
Hold on.
Yeah.
We have quite a Terran in our next group.
We do.
Yeah. If I was a little spider, that's what I would write in my web. Innovation plays on Saturday.
Yeah,
this is a wild group. This is the real group.
Listen, I'm going to cut right to the chase. Patience and Stats are going to win, guys. It's going down. We're going to have 7 Protosses.
I gotta tell you something.
Yeah.
Patience is getting out of that group, but who's getting out with him? That's the question.
Stats?
You're
With a vest like that, though, I don't know, Stats.
Ooh, we got the Lakers fan over here in Patience. All right, that's going to be on Saturday. Make sure you tune into that.
Yep.
And if you want like even more Protoss, which you probably do,
We know you
KSL
do.
is the next 2 days, and we got a PvP semifinals tomorrow, and then the day after that,
Friday.
guess what? Guess what we have?
What?
A PvP semifinal.
Yes! So you can join us for that. Roughly the same time this broadcast is on. That's on the Twitch TV StarCraft official channel. By the way, if you're in our studio right now and you're listening on headphones, hang on to that ticket. We have a giveaway at the end of the show.
Yeah. You know that those sayings where it's like all this is that, but are all this that? You know, like,
no, I don't.
Okay,
know.
so
no,
like,
no, I don't know about that at all.
Okay, how about
Not sure if that was a joke, but
all Protoss are bad people, but are all bad people Protoss?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. It's like all squares are rectangles, but not all rectangles are squares.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I liked mine better though.
Yeah. All bad people are Protoss, to answer your question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, there's no Zerg.
You could cut off while you're driving home from work. It's a Protoss player. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Any other tough questions? You sent them my way.
No, you nailed it. You nailed it. That's all I wanted.
That's all the time we have, guys. Thank you for joining us. We will see you tomorrow on the KSL on the Twitch StarCraft channel. We love you. Bye-bye.
This is my world.
Let's make it count.
I must practice tolerance. Next, GSL Season 2. Renaissance.